Rare stuff there, you get to be first tonight. Okay, and posted, and bleh. I am so tired. I probably shouldn't be streaming. I probably should just say, you know what, I'd go to bed. But you know what? I didn't stream back on Wednesday because I was also tired. And I don't want to do 2 in a row. Rawr, stuff Zep. So back on Wednesday, my mom finally decided we need to paint the bathroom.
I love how they taste.
And I'm getting a dragon fruit to grant me strength to get through the night. Right stuff, team. Well, I've never actually painted a room before, and it was not exactly an organized mess. Hungry Durg is bad idea. Yes, we might get bitey. The marble tiles weren't painted. Thankfully, the bathroom isn't actually marble. It's fake. Jerk pets. But that is a concern that we may have gotten some paint on the, whatever that material is called. I've already forgotten. Oh no! So, unfortunately, teen, it does seem that we have lost our marbles. Or perhaps never had them in the first place. So part of the fun of painting, whenever you really don't have any idea what you're doing, is you have some ideas. Like, okay, maybe we should do the corners and like the edges of everything first. We got little tiny brushes for that, and we're crawling around and getting into weird angles, and getting behind the toilet was the worst. Actually, no. The worst was the cabinet above the toilet. Because I had to turn the stepladder around so that the steps were facing the toilet, and then stand on it backwards so that I could actually reach the wall over the cabinet with my tiny little brush so that I could do all the edging. And I don't think my back appreciated the weird angles and positionings I was having to be in. I was already hurting by the end of the project. But then once we got that, and I got the roller out, then things started moving much faster. And once we finished back on Wednesday, I was tired, I was hurting, and my mom was like, we're going to need to do another coat. We'll do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow came, and I'm like, I still am hurting and tired. Everything hurts. So we decided, okay, we'll do it tomorrow, which was today. If biofreeze helps. What's biofreeze? Is that brain freeze? Is that ice cream? Are you suggesting ice cream? Because I'll try that. Ah, cooling relief for aches and pains. I had something similar. We got biofreeze. Brain freeze from ice cream wouldn't be a bad reward. I think I would prefer it, actually. Also, yesterday, Spots sent out the, or ordered the the motherboard for the new PC, and had set it to be delivered to me directly instead of being delivered to them, and then Tracken would have to bring it with him when he comes out here. But to guarantee that delivery went okay, he set it so it would require like a special passcode, which meant that I had to be there and ready to receive. And they didn't show. Or at least they said they showed, but since I was here the entire day, I never heard them knock at once. But then again, delivery drivers, the way they do is they'll come up to your door, they will lightly tap on the wall to announce their presence, and then they leave the package and leave. But if they need a signature, they will lightly tap on your door, wait a moment, and say, "Oh, not home," and then leave. So today, I left the front door open so they would know, "Am here, please knock." Like, actually knock. So I have my new motherboard. It arrived. I left it in the box. I'm just not gonna mess with it until Tracken gets here with the rest of the pieces and we start putting it all together. But it looks like it is soon. I let Tracken know that the motherboard is here, so it's just gonna be a matter of when he's able to get a moment to come out here with the rest of the stuff. Was the passcode up, up, down, down, left, right, BA? No. No. Select, start. You don't play Contra single player. You play that with a friend. That way your friend can steal all of your lives. Or, wait. Oh, shoot. Speaking from experience. So, also, back when I was in high school, in my English literature class, one day, one of the teacher's students from a previous year, so like already graduated out. He's done with the school. But I guess he decided to come and visit because Coach Meixner was actually a cool guy. I liked him too. And he brings in a classic NES. Not the NES Classic, because that didn't exist at the time. Just an NES with Contra. And Coach Meixner already had a TV in the room. So the class discussion for the day was, does anybody remember the Konami code? And for some reason, nobody would believe me. Of course I know the Konami code. But I mean, I was telling them exactly what it was. I even offered to enter it for them. And they're like, no, that can't be it. I said, what do you mean it can't be it? Gasp, shock, and surprise, it was it. But also mentioning the Konami code reminded me of something else, and it's probably going to take me way too long to... Oh, geez, what is happening? I guess I know what's happening. It's because I'm trying to load things secretly in the background while I talk. But there is another game that uses the Konami code, but in a rather humorous twist. And I want to make sure that it actually does what I think it does. Yep, yep, good. So, let's see, what else? Ah, shoot, darn it. Okay, guess not. Or was it actually B and A? Alright, let's, this is not the game we're playing today, but let's just, oh shoot, do I even have BizHawk still set? I don't. Okay, well, hang on, we got a, oh, okay, cool, I do have it. This is Gradius 3 for the Super Nintendo. And if you pause the game and you enter the code up, up, down, down, Left, right, left, right. Yay. Whoosh. They had a sense of humor. Because, you know, that code was famous. Everyone knew it. Everyone knew that's the Konami code. That's even what we called it back then. And so when Konami makes other games, we try the code in it, of course. Why wouldn't we? It gave us 30 lives in Contra. Why wouldn't we? So they leave a little surprise. Puts a keg of explodium in the engines. A little catastrophe at the diaper glycerin plant. Ryan, stuff tracking. Don't know if you saw my message, but motherboard has arrived. Also, you guys know I have sphexophobia, which is a fear of wasps. And while we were washing out the paint buckets, or they weren't the paint buckets, it was buckets that we had like water in, we were using to clean everything. While we were out washing those, that's when we discovered there is a wasp nest being built right under the mailbox. And I got to take care of that. And one of the wasps took it personally, and he chased me back inside. At first, I didn't actually have the wasp spray. I just had the garden hose, but I'm like, see how you guys like this. And it just, pshht. They didn't like it very much. But what about the fatherboard? He went up for cigarettes. He'll be back in a bit. So that was harrowing. And also, I believe I have been chewed up by mosquitoes. So, also fun times. But at least we're not having to paint that room anymore. Until we remove the painter's tape and see what spots we missed. And we'll have to go back over it with the little tiny brushes again. It never ends. Until after that, then it will end. No stream tonight? You're going to a Pink concert. Not Pink Floyd, though, right? Just Pink? Or is it a Pink and Tender concert? I was about to say something else, and then it just completely gone. Just Pink. What was the other thing? Crud. Tracking, you distracted me and threw off my ADD brain. Burn stuff, Seru. Bleh. That. Shoot, what was it? I was about to start saying it, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh, no stream, okay. And then the other thing is just like, well, screw you, alright. It was my turn. If you're gonna be that way, I'm just gonna sulk and... I've never gone to a concert. I'm not a big fan of loud or crowds. Even if it's a group that I like, I'd prefer to just listen to their music on like a just MP3 or something, so that I can enjoy the music. There's so many gigs that concerts are forever ruined for me. Aww. I get it's more of like a social thing.
By fire and
Ooh.
by blood, I join with thee in the
Tracking
order
with
of
the
flame.
resub on a 47-month stream. Stream?
Track
Month
it
streak.
25 RAR, track it 25 RAR, track it 25 RAR, track it
Throwing down all of the emotes from his
25
channel, which he
RAR,
has unlocked with a
track it
subscription to my channel.
25 RAR, track it 25
So enjoy the emotes
RAR,
of your own
cast
channel
dance,
and the ads
cast
and the emotes free
dance,
viewing.
cast dance, track it 25 RAR, track it 25 RAR,
It'll be done in
track
just a
it
moment.
25 RAR, track it 25 RAR.
There it goes. Last concert you went to was an unplugged concert, smaller venue, lesser noise, fewer people. Okay, yeah. See, that would be more tolerable, but I would still prefer just at my own house, without the people around me, unless I'm going with a friend or several friends. In which case, okay, I can kind of see the reason you want to go there for like the socials of it. But if you're just going by yourself, it just seems like kind of sad. It's like $100 for a freaking hoodie. Oh man, what was that one band that had the bat hoodie or the wing hoodie? Can I even find that? Is this it? Yes. So I don't even remember who it was, but somebody shared this cool little thing that they I can't remember if they bought it or they just saw it. No, bugger off. I don't want the thing. So, whoosh. This is a cool idea for a hoodie. These little wings. Right stuff, Turkana. I don't know who this band is. I guess they're silver. Or silver foil. Or silver foil bat. Anyway. I have no idea who they are, but... Oh, Ghost? You know that band? Is that a oh god, I know that band? Whoosh. Anyway, the wings I thought was a really cool idea for it is not worth a look. Oh no. See, I'd be kind of okay with having a hoodie that had like the little wingies. That's kind of a neat touch. But maybe not for a band. Unless it's a band I like. But I somehow doubt that Weird Al is going to have wing hoodies. Weird Al's just the one that came to mind as being the silliest. Oh, and for virality this year, Mortis has updated the hoodie for the Z Dragon as well as the other models, so that there is now a virality ultra variant of it that fits with the design themings and stuff. And I might just have to put that on my avatar, but probably not the VTube one. In the All That Glitters game that you do, the leader and two others are obsessed with that band. It's too artsy to be rock and too rockish to be artsy. I have no idea what that means. I'm a little curious now. So, like, what kind of genre is it? I'm guessing from like the logo and stuff that it's some flavor of metal. What'd you say they were called? Ghost? Swedish band. Oh, Swedish rock band. Like, long story short, it's got a few what even is this out of me. Now I'm really curious. Sounds bizarre. Might be different. Might be something I would be into. So I dropped my pencils down there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. We may or may not need that for notes today. Suit yourself. If I remember, I might look them up afterwards, after stream.
Dragon fruit.
If I remember. And we've all seen how my memory is. I will see some shiny object and just be distracted and completely forget. Dirt fruits is best. Although they're not really my favorite fruit, but for the memes and the jokes, they are. My favorite fruit is actually kind of boring. I like oranges. Apples and oranges and bananas, grapes, strawberries, cherries. There's so many fruits that have a lot of flavor, and dragon fruit is just kind of not bland, but there's very little there. It's not exactly tasteless, but in a way it kind of is. There is a flavor, but it's it doesn't announce itself. It tastes kind of like flowers. Which, that's neat and different. But yeah, it's not prominent. It does not shout from the rooftops, "Rar am Durg." Yeah, which is unlike what it looks like. You would think something like that with such a weird, freaky alien appearance that it would have a very extremely unique taste to it, which I suppose in a way it does. But it is not a loud concert. It is a quiet MP3 at home. By yourself. Right stuff, Detective Basil! Oh, you guys have you guys seen Subnautica 2 yet? I don't know if I will get it, because I liked Subnautica 1, but also at the same time, it was it was kind of uncomfortable at times. And not in a fun way. But Subnautica 2, it had a somewhat troubled development, largely because of their publisher, who tried to weasel out of a contract with them, failed to do so, got sued for it. Afraid of water games. I'm kind of in the same boat, even though I like swimming, but it's the stuff that's also living in the ocean that's freaky as heck. There are some weird things in the water. And alas, no friendly sea dirgs. Yep, I like swimming. It's fun. And at least in games, the shallower waters they can be pretty and neat. Sounds like something the Saban would say. He's a water dirg, isn't he? The stuff in the ocean is freaky. The stuff on the land is freaky, yes, but the stuff on land is the familiar freaky stuff. The stuff in the air is freaky. And then there's Australia. We don't talk about Australia. Where it's freaky and deadly. Everything there is weird and deadly. Especially the people. Hang on. Come on. There, better. Speaking of Australia, did you hear the newest spider they discovered? I heard that there was a new spider that was discovered, but it may or may not be the same one you're talking about, because Australia's weird. Anyway, yes, Subnautica 2. So the publisher tried to do some shenanigans to get out of a contract with them and failed to do so, got sued for it, is no longer their publisher, and still has to pay them big bucks. And in addition to all of that, the game sold more than 1 million copies in its first hour after launch. They're gonna be okay. And from what I've seen of Saban playing it, it looks really good. And I would probably have a lot of fun with it until things get like deep and dark and spooky and things start biting me. Also, there's like this big floating jellyfish thing. And you guys remember how I feel about netches, right? Yes. I cannot conflagration this one though, so uncomfortable. It's called the Newcastle Big Boy. Yep, I think that's the one. It has like armor piercing bite or something. It can like bite through your shoes. And is also deadly, because everything in Australia is deadly. It's a Sydney funnel web species, but this one is twice as big. Yeah, it can bite through shoe leather and kill you in under 30 minutes. Why do people live in this place? Everything is mean and vicious and poisonous, or venomous. And poisonous. Next time we see, I think Silicene lives in Australia. Next time we see him, and ask him, why do you live there? Don't you know what kind of wildlife you've got? I think one of the jokes that they like to play on tourists is they talk about the drop bear, which is a bear that lives up in the trees, and it drops down on tourists. It's a joke, of course, but, you know, they could just tell tourists about the real things that live there. They have those types of creatures, and yet they have survived, but they lost a war to emus. I've heard about the emu war, and I'm a little curious, but I've just never bothered looking up what it was about. Sounds like a game demo you just watched called Trees Hate You. Oh, that's funny. I've seen that game. That's going to be a good stream game for other channels when that comes out. But I like how there's the first sign tells you, like, if you're ever lost, read the signs. And then the second sign tells you, like, watch out! And while you're reading it, the tree nearby just pulls out a gun and shoots you. Or no, wait, the second sign is one that just says, like, if you're ever lost, check the escape menu for trees. And if you press escape to bring up the menu, one of the buttons is a tree. And if you click that button, then that tree attacks you and kills you. Rare stuff, cool bird. You know, koalas are so stupid that you put their leaves on the ground in front of them, they could not recognize it and would starve. And that's why they have to drop down on tourists. But yeah, Trees Hate You, that's going to be a funny game. I'm looking forward to... Pro Jared's probably going to be the one to play it. But I imagine a lot of people are going to jump on that one. I'm actually kind of hoping that we can finish... would love if Pink played it. Pink doesn't stream anymore, unfortunately. But it would be great watching him do it. No, Jared, as in Pro Jared. I don't know who Jarek Blood Dragon is. Are they Durg? Sounds like a blood dragon. But what is a blood dragon? Is a dragon who's made of blood? Does he just donate to blood drives often? Or is it a short little game that's built on the Far Cry 3 engine? A dragon with an excessive amount of blood. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Well, he is a dragon on the internet making videos and things. I am a big fan of dragons on the internet. Kes. Do you know what you see when the sun bends over? You see the crack of dawn. Dragons? On the internet? Where? On the internet. Brian Stuff Zamuth. You see the crack of... Yeah, you see the sun goes down. You see the crack of dawn, followed by the moon. Oh, I forgot you were on funny number. Aw, 70. Oh no, I am on that very number. You can never check in again. Or if you do, then you just have to move up to the next number, which would be 420. And then after that is 621. Then 3,621. And then 80,085. Nice. +1. I don't think that's how that works. This daily check-in encounter has a +1 enhancement bonus. Do you swear to stream long enough for me to hit those kinds of numbers? Why is 621 a funny number? Don't worry about it, Seru. I mean, I've been doing this for just like more than 6 years now. How hard could it be to hit 80,000 check-ins? Oops, I left my email thingy open. Man, it's a good thing that I set up my audio stuff so that it's not listening to the stereo mix, and it's actually listening to specific applications. That way you guys don't hear all the other weird noises my computer makes. Okay, let's begin. Begin. Whoosh. Begin. There, okay. Last time on Neverwinter Nights, we graduated from the Thayan Academy by killing everyone there. It's a way to get your diploma at a Thayan school. And beyond it, we found the body of a dead god, Merkel. And well, he was like, haha, you Spirit Eater are part of my nefarious plan for me to live forever, because as long as people are afraid of you, then they will be afraid of me, and that means that I will continue to be in their thoughts. So we ate him. Nom 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 nom. Well, we actually did the
Merkel's skull is silent and dark. He is now exactly as he appears, a forgotten corpse of a god drifting in an endless sky.
So we did the eternal rest thing, and we put him to bed by time. Oh. And before he died, he said that our cool silver sword is right through this portal. The silver sword of Gith that we had in the previous adventure. You know, great charisma, really? You have anything else that you would rather have? Like, okay, fine. Murderg. That sounds like a word for killing dragons, and I do not approve. Oh no, I need to figure out, do we not have Grasping Hand? Hang on.
Yes.
It's a 8th level spell. Or no, wait. There it is. Yeah, I have it. So I could teach that to her if I, yeah, there's Grasping Hands. And I could even do it. So we'll just, where'd it put it?
Yes.
Scribble that. There. What word? Wasn't paying attention. Was it Slayer? It was murdered. It was Dirk Pets. Alright, we've got all 9th level spells, all 8th level. Do we want Banishment? Do we have Mass Bull Strength or Owl's Wisdom? Yeah. What is Bestow Curse? Oh, Bestow Curse is -2 to all stats, which doesn't really sound like it would be a whole lot. Cloud of Bewilderment could be fun. I'm gonna do a Cloud of Bewilderment. And Banishment. Poof. Oh man, you got so many spell slots. We do not want banishment, but we want bourbon. Ah, not banishment, but refreshment. Alright, 9th level. We already have a Meteor Swarm. What if I just did an Energy Drain? Oh, Fortitude negates. I don't want them to have a chance to save versus it. Do a Mass Hold Monster. 8. Pause while I'm messing with spells and things. Horrid wilting.
I spill my drink.
We can do that. Pause. We could do a firewall. Because, you know, firewall, especially maximize, what would that actually do? So it'd be 12 plus 1 caster level, or per caster level, which I assume would just be 26. The maximize is doing a lot less than just the, the maximize is doing less than just the damage bonus. It's pie noon.
I am.
Whoosh. Whoa. If we don't do a firewall, our viruses of opponents will get through. The hacker man will just, he'll have the screen projected on his face, and he'll go, I'm in. Macro pile.
My drink.
Oh, you're making me drop my hands. Whoa! Whoa! Somehow I drank through all of the pies.
Dragon
Oh,
fruit.
it's a huge. It's noon pie. Oh, why am I down here? How did this happen? It's Pie Nuno 1. Cha. Cha. Everything is still huge. Like the. I got something on my face. Whoa. It's 12:03, 14 milliseconds, and or no. 12:03, 14, 159. It's 12:00 pi. 12 pi m. Whoosh. Alright, back to messing with spells.
Yes?
Pium is pretty good. Well, that's what you guys are always saying, is Pium! And then I get pied. Yeah, we'll Big B force hand. And how about just, you know, a maximized lightning bolt, because fireball and lightning bolt are fun to maximize. Okay, 5th level. And we've already got a couple scorching rays. We've got the interposing hands. What does Cloud of Bewilderment maximize do? Oh, stunned and blinded for 1d6 rounds. Is it stunned and blinded for 1d6 rounds, or is it stunned and then blinded for 1d6 rounds? The question is, does the stun last for the same duration? At least it isn't a pizza pie dropped on top of your head. Or hitting me in the eye like a moon. Yeah, we can hold monster. That's so nuts. Amore. Bells. Cloud Kill does Constitution damage, which could be funny in the right situation, but also could be really bad for the rest of us. Since if we are standing in it, we're taking Constitution damage too. But I think it could be funny. Let's see. Does it saving fort save on death? Says Constitution damage if save successful. Yeah, okay. So Constitution damage is guaranteed. What about when you dance down the streets like you've had too much feet? Fourth level. Oh, do I not have an ice storm? We should have an ice storm. I noticed the whooshing sound, it has like a hard cut, and then it starts again. You're probably not meant to sit here and mess with this for this long. You can empower magic missiles and do marginally more damage. We've already got Curses of Thing. We'll Cloud of Bewilderment. And first level, Rare Stuff Draco. Eee, Dirk Pets. I guess a Ray of Enfeeblement, just a whatever. That's the plan, is whatever.
Yes.
Now, I also have a couple of slots. I don't know why I have a couple of slots. But we can maximize a lightning bolt. And on second level, here's my web. Okay, you have 260 hit points.
Yes.
Just slap him with a. Actually, just use one of the crappy heal spells, or a few of the crappy heal spells.
Bonapartum.
We've got Amanjaro back in the team. He was one. He was one of our main dudes from the previous campaign. And we found him here. We reunited him with his soul, and all it cost was giving 3 other souls to devils to do with as they please. Because we're the heroes and the good guys.
Mentosus formu.
Yes.
But unfortunately, Jero he's not directly controllable. I cannot select him. We cannot adjust his equipment. And the worst part is that he is capped out at level 20. While the rest of us, like me right here, I am 26. So he's falling a little bit behind, but it's nice to have a familiar face in the team again. Oh. 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 Guys, I think we may have skipped some things. Can we... Yeah, no, no, no. No, 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 no. So we may have accidentally chosen the critical path through the story. And can we go back to the school? Okay, good. Because there's still other places that we need to explore. We got to talk with the tree man. There's that tribe that worships the spirit eater. Where are we? Oh, okay. Now I remember. Yeah, this is the school. We're gonna have to leg it all the way out back to the main portal. This is the basement. This is not the right floor. You know, also they were saying that there was like a conflict between Ahriman, and he was looking for the founder of the school, and that maybe the founder was hidden behind that portal, but actually no, it was the dead god of death. But we never found the founder. And if we did, then we could be the founder of the founders, because we found the founders, but we did not found the founders. Dead god of death. Yep, he was the god of death, but now he's dead. Now he's super dead because we finished him off. He was dead already, but we made him more dead. You found the founder? You found the flounder? No, we did not found the flounder. But maybe you did? Ooh, blue sparkles. It's a pike. I don't really care much for spear weapons though, so you can keep it. And this will take us back to the workshop. Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. Oh. I agreed to help you with your business here, no more.
Finish him. Eats the good of death's soul. Fatality.
Ow. You made a typo. You did. And I am the one who pays for it. Also, Jero's not going to follow us through the portal. But we can't very well just leave the other places unexplored. What if there's stuff, or XP, or levels ups? We got things to sell. We've got I guess we can kick Sophia out of the team and get Oku back in. We can even rest and recover all of our spells, since we don't have to worry about the spirit meter nonsense anymore. We found the cheese for that. Cheese. Yeah, the other day somebody mentioned cheese sticks. mozzarella sticks. Actually, it might have been Zeta. And been wanting some. And I only just now remembered I've been wanting some. What do we got? Anher's Hand. I believe this was the falchion. Yep, nobody uses falchions, so junk. Grips of Gond. Oh, I should have left the Hammer of Golemcraft back there. We never figured out what this mysterious device is for. It's only worth 2 gold. I'm not going to bother selling that. A wizard's robe. He will not buy it. It is worth literally nothing. Oh, I still have the golem bits. We need to drop those off. Adamantine full plate. I'm thinking I'm going to hold on to this. Halberd. Nobody uses halberds. Bracers of Artifice. +6 armor. Bonus spell slots for Wizard and Sorcerer. I'm using Gloves of Concentration. You know what? I might as well switch to these. Because, you know, +6 concentration, how much is that actually contributing to our... We have a concentration of 41. But, will this help any? So we have 35. That brings up to 36. And also gives us a little bit of damage reduction, but so does our armor. So more people needing a lot of drinks at the tavern after getting booted. Better hope the dwarf guy doesn't drink them dry first. No, it's okay. Our main party from before is elsewhere. We don't actually know where, but I'm sure that Kelgar found his way back to the tavern, and he is helping them keep their supply fresh. He is performing a valuable service. So really, all I'm getting from these gloves is a spell slot and 1 point of armor. Almost would rather just have the concentration. It's a shame that we couldn't, that we didn't buy those gloves that one merchant had before he turned hostile. Would have been on sooner, but earlier this afternoon we had to evacuate your complex because one of the buildings had a severe fire. Ooh. Well, I hope your unit's okay. I mean, I hope everybody's is okay, but it sounds like a severe fire is going to make some of them not okay.
Yes.
You have got a frost
I am listening.
giant.
To me, my
What's
allies,
better, frost or
I shall
stone?
lead.
Burn stuff, Firehead Nick. Okay, that's +4. That's +6. Here, you can have this one. Give me this back.
Follow me and quickly.
And donk. Quarterstaff +5. Sophia,
Yes?
what kind of stick are you using? You've got a quarterstaff +3.
Yes.
Here, this one looks way more
Yes.
colorful. The icon lied. Give me the Lich Skull too. I'm going to sell that.
Yes.
And the merchant wandered off. Lich Skull. Quarterstaff. Knoll Grip. It's a +8 War Mace. Massive criticals, vampiric regeneration. Too bad none of our buddies use that thing, so trash. Oh, we still have the activation orb. Don't think we need this anymore. We'll just leave it here. And off he goes. Leech would be a pretty good dagger to have if if I specialized in daggers or two-weapon fighting. That'd be cool. Rogue links, we never did find a thief. And I'm starting to think that there isn't one. Amulet of Unyielding Will. This is the one that protects from all charms and things. Yeah, keep that. Oh, we had a Scroll of Banishment. Well, now we know it. The Chimes of Opening, which have been a massive disappointment thus far. We still have the promissory note from the school. Don't think we're gonna need this, but I'll just just put this here. Dong. Don't go showing your dong in chat. Lamentations of the Dead. Binder's Robes. So, spell slot, plus 8 armor. Yeah, I might want to keep that. Oh, more boots. Stout golem legs. Burst of Glacial Wrath. It's worth $6. A 9th level spell. You said chimes? Yeah, but it's not a gong. Rod of Reversal. That's for dispelling. Merkel's Essence. Can we do something with this? This essence contains the spirit of the deceased god of dead, Merkel. Intense hatred and malice emanates from within. Even though the essence appears very solid, it has red scintillating effect around it that creates a look of spurting blood. Burn stuff, Salic! It might be possible to infuse a weapon that has previously received Merkel's blessing with this essence to create an artifact of great power. The only thing that would surpass this weapon's potential would be the weapon's abhorrence of you. Do we have such a weapon? That sounds familiar. On her hand, brought over from Formers is Mohan. Nope, that's the Empire of Place. Dragons. Rawr. Greetings! Burn stuff, Crispy Lemur. The description about a weapon blessed by Merkel sounds familiar. I think we've seen something like that before, but I don't remember what it was. And we probably couldn't use it anyway and sold it. Or it's on the floor inside the theater. Glacial Wrath. Petrified, got it. Dismissal, got it. The D pouch. -4 wisdom. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to give this to the bear. I was going to give that to Oku. Oh, I did not have the gate spell. Wait. Okay, I did have Glacial Wrath. Okay. Oh, and here's the other promissory note. We've got so many of these little essences.
The fire started on a third-floor balcony. They have no idea the cause yet. But when I was coming home from the grocery store, it was a huge gulf of smoke and it smelled like a giant bonfire.
I kind of like that smell, but I imagine it would be a lot less pleasant knowing that that's your house. Probably someone trying to grill on their balcony. That's what I'm thinking. But if that were the case, they would probably find the remains of a grill and be like, ah, that's it. How goes Neverwinter? Well, last time we ate the god of death. Nom 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 nom. No, it's illegal to have propane grills on balconies. Doesn't stop people from doing it. Way back, whenever I was living in apartments with my mom when I was little, one of our neighbors had a grill on his balcony, and every time he grilled, the smoke would waft up into our apartment and set off the smoke alarm. Good times. Tomorrow night on Worst Cooks in America. I guess we can just start selling stuff. Because we get all this junk on the floor. Duskwood longbow. I kind of want to hold on to that because we might enchant it. Axe of Culling. Has been used, linked to kings, celestials, gods, and there's nothing about Merkel. Okay. Deep Guardian's Plate. It's adamantine, but it doesn't have the damage reduction. You guys dump water onto their grill. Well, unfortunately, they were like across from ours. Like 2 separate buildings, and the back of his faced the back of ours. And then there was like a little walkway down below between 2. So, I mean, we could have tried. But I imagine the people, anybody that was just passing by down below would be the ones getting wet. And that'll show them. Mage Protector. Tower Shield. -4 intelligence, and I'm the only one who'd be able to use it. So, junk. Death's Handmaiden. Oh, is this it? Scythes and... they are truly awesome instruments. Someone's a fan. But I don't see any mention of Merkel, so... Leaving the bow. Elemental's Ruin. Dagger +3. The Ring of Holiness. Just gives some extra spell slots for clerics. Well, we could have used Super Soakers back then. This was in the time of Super Soakers. I used to have a Super Soaker 100, the blue one. Iron Stuff Darthwing Games. Axe of the Bear King. I should give this to Oku. Hide armor +4. The Ancient Sermon. Prized almost universally by clerics of every deity. Spell slots and a armor class bonus. It's an amulet. It's junk and we sell. Hand axe +2. Adamantine longsword. Someday. Breastplate of Hidden Imiskar.
I cannot carry this weight and still move.
The breastplate of Complaining. Okay, I do not have Suppress, so we will have to rest to get that back. Super Soakers were really good water guns. I also remember the blue one that I had. It had like the main tank that sat parallel to the rest of the gun, and then further on the back there was like this little ball one that you'd also fill with water. Never understood why they would do it that way, other than I guess it looked neat. It was just like, oh, let's have a second smaller tank of water that we could have just made a bigger main tank. I guess the group just wanted to have an off tank. Deep Guardian Breastplate. Mage Protector. Death's Handmaiden. I certainly hope we don't need to buy any of this stuff back. Like, we don't get another character that's like, hello, I am thief or whatever. Do you have any items for me? I came wearing nothing. +5, +3 Vampiric Regeneration. Sell it. Elemental Ruin, sell it.
Donut.
Donut, eat it. Nom, 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 nom. Used to sit at the top of your driveway blasting anyone with their window down. What, just cars driving by and just like, haha, psh. I'm also surprised that nobody got mad and said, "Oh, you just caused some damage to the inside of my car. How dare you?" No, wait, we're not selling the Axe of the Bear King. We're giving that to Oku. You sleep a long time after finishing the paint job. I slept for 4 hours at first. So I actually went to bed. I crashed at like 7 p.m. my time. So about an hour before normal stream time. And then I slept for about 4 hours there. Woke up at 11. And hung out with in track and stream for a good long while. And then went back to bed again. I slept a lot. And it felt great. Okay. Let's go get ourselves a bear. I think he said he was going to hang out here. Oh, yeah, we also need... Oh, shoot. I need the activation orb again. Because we're going to have Oku stand on the little laser thingy and see what happens whenever it does the thing for him. Lesser Orb of Cold. An orb of cold about 2 inches across shoots from your palm at its target, dealing 1d8 damage. Oh, okay, it's a spell scroll. I was like, is that an item? No, it's a spell, we already know. Here you go, activation orb. Pick it up. All right, I guess we're taking this way around. Okay. Pathfinding. This is why this is Dungeons and Dragons and not Pathfinder. Oku, there you are. So, do you think he'd be upset that we devoured the Death God? Because he said
these grasses are soft, little one, but no fitting bed for a god of bears. I would sooner walk at your side and sup on the flesh of your foes.
Let's go.
Only if one of these others stays behind. Else I am like to mistake one of them for meat.
Well, we've maxed out our reputation thing with our influence with Sophia, so you can go ahead and eat her.
If you're sure, I'll find my way back to the Vale and...
Good. I am rarely opposed to a nap, but this one has gone long enough.
Bear! Oku's advanced a level. Also, I'm just going to give him his axe. Here. I stole this from your barrow because you were kind of a jerk back then. And we're just gonna have a little sleep. Honk shoe. You find a death god, you gotta eat it. Could you imagine finding a death god and not eating him? People would just give you the weirdest looks. Right, Elemental, get over here. Everybody, gather around. You all look so tasty, but I shall not eat you today. And we're from 97. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need to completely max it out to 100. Although, we do the fast travel thing, and then we just don't use suppress. That way we still have all of our uses of everything else. It does kind of amaze me that this works. That Obsidian decided we should make it so that you get a free long rest whenever that wasn't even long and short rest wasn't even a thing back in this era. But you get a free rest whenever you fast travel, but it doesn't take as much time as resting. The more you question it, the more questions you end up with. And some of the questions you end up with don't even make sense. I ask why I get a free rest, and then I'm left with the question of who put the bomb in the bomb shabomp shabomp. Been playing Grounded. Can't believe it took so long to find this game. Seru was playing Grounded on stream some time ago. And it does look like a pretty cool, like, crafty, survival-y typey game. But lately, I'm still, Conan Exiles zings. Oh good, they left the portal open. I'm liking the new Unreal Engine update once it actually started working correctly, and I found out why it wasn't loading at all. It was because it wasn't like my old save files were causing issues. Hey Jero, we're back. Missy, I'm ready when you are. All right, let's get back to what we set out to do. Wait, no, dang it, I wasn't supposed to come here. Because there's still 2 other places we need to go to that are not here. I was just kind of autopiloting back this way. Yep, Jero, you can stay here. Exiles looks fun, you just can't get anyone to play it with you. I've been playing single player mode and having a good time with that. In fact, I would probably enjoy it more than if I played multiplayer. Especially since you can mod it. And there's an incredibly important mod that's like the most important mod, and it disables collision between you and your followers. So whenever you've got some people following you around, you got those little NPC guys or your horse, and you go inside of a building and they follow you inside the building, and then you can't leave the building because they're blocking the doorway. This mod just lets you go right back out through them. Is it like a public server deal? There's an option whenever on the title screen to just play single player. And if you do that, oh wait, this is the wrong door. If you do that, it'll then give you further options like, do you mean like actual solo or do you mean co-op? Which I guess would let you play with a friend. You could also just host your own server, but if you're just playing by yourself, there's really no reason to do that. And the new Enhanced Edition version will let you have 3 single-player saves, not just 1. So let's say you have your one that you're playing by yourself, and you want to start another world to play with friends. What god do you worship? Derketo. Let's see. Where are we going? Destination. The Wells of Luray. Not sure what that emote is, but I'm sure it's very judgy. Derp. Where was the, Oh, right, we were supposed to take the boat to the, other tree guy. I kind of want to do the tree man thing. Let's go. Let's do the tree man thing. Meaning Conan? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Derketo is one of the gods you can worship. It's the goddess of lust and death and cats. It's an odd assortment. Go with the spider guy. I haven't really seen much of a point to the religion system in the game. But I imagine if you're playing multiplayer and you want to raid somebody's base, then the whole avatar summoning thing might be pretty cool. The witch boat awaits your command. Take me to Ashenwood, which is not the command word that activates the magic boat. The boat does nothing. Perhaps it needs a command word. Windersnaven. The boat springs to life. It seems eager to set sail. Take me to Ashenwood. There it goes. Oh, there's a party happening over here. Shambling mounds and blight-spawned treant. This tall being looks as much like an animated tree. Looks like an animated tree. Its skin thick and brown, with a bark-like texture. Although in many places the skin has rotted away. Its arms are gnarled like branches, and its legs look like the split trunk of a tree. Above the eyes and along the head. Above the eyes and along the head, which, you know, trees are known to have, are dozens of smaller branches from which hang great leaves. Many of these leaves appear to be wilting and dying. Well, let me just, Whee! Kablam!
Your death has been too long delayed.
I just remembered I was supposed to take Bear to that guy in the lodge to get his upgrade.
The wind.
Two more lost. We cannot afford this, not now. Delenka said they wouldn't think to attack from this side. Where is she?
The trees do hate me. It's because of all the time I spent killing Trents and Horizons. They have come for vengeance. I'm sorry for your loss. Is there anything I can do?
Forgive my rudeness. I have been greatly troubled lately. I am Nadaj. Welcome to the Lake of Tears garrison. You see it in its final days.
What do you mean? Like we couldn't obviously tell? It looks sturdy enough to me. What's wrong with it? I asked while we just fought off the actual forest.
Is it not obvious? We are no longer welcome here. The Ashenwood has decided it.
Yeah, that's a strange thing to say, as if we didn't already see what's going on.
These attacks are only part of the problem. A few days ago, after the first attacks, we sent berserkers into the forest with offerings to appease the spirits. When they did not return, we sent more. We were stretched thin before that. Now we are making our last stand.
Have you tried sending more berserkers? I could look for them. I'm seeking the Woodman, and I need to get into the forest anyways.
You misunderstand. My berserkers are not missing. They are gone. Claimed by the forest, just as this garrison is soon to be. And yet, if you are here to contact the Woodman, perhaps we are not at cross purposes.
Well, if I can help the both of us, the better.
You will need to speak to Delenka first. As a Hatherin, a witch, she is the only one who can grant you access to the Ashenwood.
Aren't you a Hatherin too?
I am an Ethrin. An acolyte, you might say, to the Hatherins. The lowest of their order. The witch's pecking order is based on age rather than talent. In time, I will be equal to the other Hatherins. For now, I must be patient.
It turns out that this witch is a schemer in a mask. We're in the wrong story, man. Well, unfortunately, they're all in masks. So, perhaps they are scheming. Or maybe they're just all in masks. Because it's Halloween. Where can I find Delenka?
Since she is not out here with the rest of us, she will be in her dwelling in the northwest part of the garrison.
Anything else I need to know?
Most Rashemi are not welcoming of strangers, if you hadn't noticed. Delenka is no different. If she does not react favorably to your request, we may need to discuss other options.
Like devouring her soul. You don't sound like you trust this Delenka very much. Is it because she's your boss? Like kabooming it all.
That is not the impression I intended. She does what she thinks is best.
But where can I find her? Okay, I'll go see her. Got some essences.
Yes.
I am listening.
Sticks the heretic with the raid. Rar and stuff raiders. You found the eye and you poked it. Ow, my eye. Oh, you're playing Outer Wilds. I've never seen the ending. I don't know how it ends. And on the off chance that I someday play the game, I don't want to know how it ends. So, grats on poking the eye, whatever that means. But, Rar and Stuff Raiders, I am Cassedrian. We are playing some Neverwinter Nights 2. We have just arrived in this place, and then I remembered I was supposed to do something else in town before coming here, so we're turning around and leaving. Aye, aye, Captain! I see what you did there. And we're just gonna... 6 days to travel. Might have actually been faster to take the boat. But it doesn't matter. Our spirit meter, hungerometer is a non-entity. Gonna play the DLC next. There's a DLC? I didn't know Outer Wilds had one. Let me just, Womp. Okay. To the Berserker Lodge. Neither did you till Ragnar told you? Okay. I kind of wonder, so is it going to be like a whole new setting, you know, like a new solar system? Or is it building on the one that you're already in? That's a good question. We probably still can't do the pathfinding. You want to... Well, we might. This might be a problem. Oh, he gives up. And that's why it's Dungeons and Dragons and not Pathfinder. Gonna eat some Piba? Ooh. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was gonna talk about earlier that I completely forgot about. So, Papa John's does a thing sometimes where they've got like agreements with either like the Texas Rangers or the Dallas Cowboys, and if the teams are able to score, you know, X number of points in a game, then the next day pizza is half off. And since I can't watch the Texas Rangers anymore because all their games are on like the premium sports channels because they don't want to show anything on channels that everybody gets, then I haven't been following the Rangers in like years now. And I got an email from Papa John's, which I didn't even know I was signed up to get like marketing emails from them, saying, "Hey, Rangers did the thing. Pizza's half off." I'm like, "What? Huh? Who?" So I got a pizza half price and just finished it today. Because money talks and BS walks. No. Bad pictures cause walks. Fwa! Dragon fruit. This will not be on a Piba. Who here has tried pineapple on pizza? I have tried it a time. And it was good the first time. But by the end of that pizza, I never wanted to do it again. It was the fastest I've ever flipped around on liking a food. I have returned with the essences you requested. Are you ready for me to start the ritual? Yep, go for it. Oku, here's my gift to you for your journey. Excuse me, just gotta come over here. Breath, heartbeat, sweat. So much of the Oku that lived is absent from this echo that I am, but now I can feel a piece of him coursing through me. The might of my living days, it is a memory I thought lost for all time. Thank you. You have restored a part of the strength I once knew. You are very welcome, Great Bear King. It is the least that I could do for you, and the most I'm going to do. It's alive! I sincerely hope that you are victorious in your endeavors to help this man. May the spirits guide you both on your journey. Now I'm going to stand here blocking the road. So, what did that actually do for you, Oku? Did you get a cool buff, or... No? Ah, Bear King's stubborn will. Oku regards you with respect. He believes you genuinely seek to end your affliction, not revel in its power. By aiding you, he is fulfilling his oath, thus strengthening his will and determination. He is filled with determination. I'm not sure what exactly that did for him, though, but...
Yes.
Let's ask him. Oku, what happened?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, little one.
Questions?
Yes.
Never mind. Okay, now we will take the boat back across the sea, across the lake, and find our way to the Woodman. Also, those treants and the shambling mounds, they weren't very tough. So I got a feeling we're gonna be okay. Also leveling soon. And hopefully we get a feat pick on this next level, and we can use it to finally get full still spell. Level 9. Did you say determination? Da 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 da. Take me to Ashenwood. Oh, it's still active. We left the meter running. This little settlement is 3 houses, and only one of them we can go into. Okay. Creek. Always save. Spell scrolls. Looks like Spell Breach, Spell Mantle, True Seeing, and Mind Blank. We have all of these. That's Pristine Power, and that is Pristine Power. Tunk. Pristine Fire. Combine the Volatile. Combine the Brilliance. And I think we have, yeah, we got a Brilliant Water. Or, oh no, I don't think we have a Pristine Water. We do have some more Brilliant Waters, though. Stack them up. You know, eventually we're going to get to level 30, and we're going to be able to do some heavy enchanting and make our super sword. Dance, 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 dance. Okay, we have Brilliant. That's Brilliant Earth. And that's Brilliant Earth. No, wait, that's Pristine Earth. That's Volatile Air. No, this one. The Volatile Earth, and the Brilliant Earth, and then the Pristine Earth. Some waters. Stack them up. Okay.
The forest has gone mad, and I can find no explanation. I ask the spirits, I pray to the gods. I search within my heart. Nothing. To think. All I had to do was wait, and the solution would walk right in through the front door, drawn here for reasons hollow as its soul.
Wow, what a bitch. The dog said I should talk with you. We need to speak to the woodman.
I know why you have come, stranger, and the answer is no. I will not abet this fool's errand of yours. I will not be the one who allowed you to complete the destruction your kind has wrought here.
My kind? Oh, wow, she's a massive racist.
I know what you are, stranger. In the face of that, who you are matters little. I do not have the manpower to keep you out of the forest, but you shall receive no guidance. May you meet your fate in the forest as swiftly as my berserkers met theirs. Good day.
Massive racist. Were you able to get what you came for? Yeah, more or less. I got access to the Ashenwood. I'm on my own finding the Woodman. The Linker refused to help. I suppose this does not surprise me. Don't worry, though. I will tell you all that I know. Oh, thanks. I need all the help I can get. I have found that one wishes to do good, appealing to the highest powers is not the best course of action. As such, we welcome your help, and gladly. The Woodman is the soul of the forest, you might say. If anyone were able to put an end to the attacks on the garrison, it would be him. I myself went into the forest to speak with him only a few days ago. He was not there. No Telthor has seen him lately, it seems. Rarn stuff, Dr. Mono! Well, how can he just be gone if he's so closely tied to the forest? I don't think he's missing. It may only be that he's too weak to show himself. Telthor spoke of problems deep in the woods. New problems that threaten its survival. The Woodman's strength is not what it once was, and the forest is weakened, so too is he. Well, if I take care of these problems, you can appear, right? That's how it always works. We gotta solve everybody's problems. I got an idea. Why don't you handle the problems in the forest? So if I take care of the problems, he'll show up? I believe that's the case, yes. If the problems are all new since the last time the Woodman was seen, or the problems are all new since the last time he was seen. The Telthors mentioned a number of large threats to the forest. Blight has infected an entire section of it and appears to be spreading. Intelligence check. The monsters I fought when I arrived were blighted, I remember. Yes, obviously this was not just by chance. There's also word of a large fire far to the south. It's not known how this was started. We've had no lightning storms here for some time. It's probably someone just throwing away a cigarette. Smokey would be so disappointed. You haven't by any chance seen an impulsive redhead mage girl with anger management problems lately, have you? Definitely not. Cora is dead. Very, very dead. Anything else? The last problem is the Telthor Sanctuary to the east has been overrun by intruders that refuse to leave. Dang squatters. The sanctuary has been a haven to Telthor for many ages. To lose it to invaders would be devastating to the health of the forest. Alright, think I got it. Can I offer you any other help? I suppose if you find yourself in need of additional guidance, you can travel to the Immil Vale and visit the Red Tree there. It's not far by boat. It lies to the mountains just to the east of Ashenwood. The tree is home, you might say, to two of my Wicklaran sisters, Imsha and Tamlith. Oh, they died long ago, but they persist there as Telthors. Their wisdom is unsurpassed in my order. Once you've solved all of the problems, once you've done everything for me, come back and we'll discuss how I can get you to your quest. Which is probably just going to be, oh, you just go over that way. He's there. Questions! Why won't Dalinka help me? She is cold, you might say, with travelers from foreign lands. It's the Rishimi way. But you're not. I think the sentiment increases with age, and Dalinka is older than most. Oh, she's still working on leveling up her xenophobia skill. Doesn't have a whole lot of ranks in it, but she'll get there. But you're kind for saying so. And it's true. I find you to be unusually charming, not just for... Oh, come on. I think you're charming and very attractive, and this robe dress accentuates your mask nicely. My companions bring out the best in me. Is there something else you wish to know? What's the history of this garrison? Many battles have been fought along the shores of Lake Ashane. I am ashamed to admit it. It has been a fertile battleground for more than 1,000 years. Sometimes Rashomon is not even involved in the conflict, but always we suffer when foreigners march here. Stinking foreigners. So many times the shores have been lined with the dead that the lake is also known as the Lake of Tears. Around a decade ago, another army, the Twigon Horde, came here with eyes for our land, encouraged by the Wizards of Thay. We were nearly defeated. The garrison was built shortly after, mostly to give us an early warning of attacks from this direction. I was only a girl at the time. Anything else? Somewhere nearby I can stock up on supplies. There is. Odessia handles our provisions shipments, and he's stationed on the western side of the outpost. Alright, time for some capitalism. Kes the Thespian. Tell me more about the attacks. It's only been a few days since the first. For a small group of creatures to attack a nearby settlement is common enough in the woods, so we thought little of it. When we were attacked twice more, we became concerned. I entered the forest, but was not permitted to travel far for safety. What'd you find? By chance, was it Delinka's request that you not travel far? It was, but I did not disagree. Even before the attacks, this outpost was in no position to lose one of its witches. Suspicious. What'd you find? I found little. The Telthors did not know the source, so we decided to send our berserkers deeper into the forest. I've already told you the rest. Is there anything strange about the attacks? Dramatic thunder. Hang on, I got my thunder paper. Tracking didn't like that. Yes, they were very small at first, but after we sent our berserkers into the woods, they were bigger and more frequent. It was as if the forest had waited until our forces were divided. All right, we gotta go find that person. You're not the person that I was told to talk to for shopping purposes, but you have a name, so... I can't keep watch with you blocking my view. I would like to point out that there is no way I am blocking this guy's view. The west, right? There. Merchant. Click to move. Alright, going around the back. The Dodgers instruct me to trade with you if you need it. Show me what you got. You got a belt of hill giant strength that's weak and dumb. Blight Guard. Created in days long past when the Woodman was stronger, this shield was infused with the strength of Ashenwood. It's a tower shield, +4, +8 versus plant, and +6 strength. Cloak of Fortification, Forest Walkers. These boots allow the wearer to dance freely among the briars and thorns in the most dense forests. Damage reduction 10, bludgeoning. +6 dex, Freedom of movement, 3 uses per day. Ooh, Snow Tiger helm. What do you do? This helm belongs to the Rishimi Berserker Snow Tiger clan. That's it. They just didn't feel like creating a description for this one. +2 deflection, +6 constitution, immunity to fear. The Gnomish Slayer. Legends tell of a great gnome artificer whose masterpieces led his clan to numerous victories against a neighboring tribe of hill giants. In a stroke of seemingly divine brilliance, the hill giants somehow managed to abduct the artificer. Delighted at their success, the giants forced him to create a gnomish slayer. The gnome pondered his situation carefully before providing the giants with exactly what they asked for. And true to its name, the scimitar subsequently killed many giants while wielding by gnomish heroes. I am the gnomish slayer, Arstafracker. I will eat the gnomes. They are small and tasty. It's just +4 bonus damage versus giants. 5d6? Dang. Imbigonate, some crap potions. And okay, you got nothing.
Gather behind.
I am listening.
I didn't mean to click on you, I was just clicking out here. Actually, we should hop on the boat and go talk to those 2 spirit Telthor peoples that she's mentioned that we should talk to. I don't want it to return to Mulsantir. I want to take the boat to... Okay, fine. We'll return to Mulsantir. And then we'll take the boat back to the other place that she mentioned. Some mountains or something. It's kind of weird that we have to go back here to do that, though. But, okay. Or we don't get that option. And our spirit energy is ticking down. So how about a little bit of persistent haste so that we can get out of here quickly. And we're just going to go do the thing for a couple of times to recharge our spirit gauge.
Yes, dragon fruits.
And I will have a Durg fruit. Yes. And also a free hydrate because I'm thirsty. Good pathfinding. This might take a couple loops. Because we do this to try to go back into the town with 0 time pass. And we gotta not eat our friends. Oh, that also dispelled our haste. Even though no time had passed, it was still, I guess, a day. Even though I don't think the meter drained any. Okay, back to the boat. 94 is fine. And we've got 10 uses of our devour or sleepy times. Boat! I'm on a boat! Always excited to see a shop because I can't pass up a good sale. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat. We were on that boat. I am not sure how we're going to go and talk to those other spirit peoples that the lady mentioned. I guess you don't? She said that you get there by lake if we just take the boat, but it's not an option for one of our destinations. Unless I'm supposed to use the fast travel point that's next to the boat. Hang on. Slip that song into a set someday. There is a non-zero chance that there already exists a techno remix of it. Because people do techno remixes of everything. Let me check this fast travel point over here. See if there's anything mentioning mountains. Aha! The Immil Vale. Immil Vale is an oasis in the high country, a secluded valley situated along the northern face of the running rocks that continually define the harsh winter. Oh, defies the harsh winter that surrounds it on all sides. Some regard it as a spiritual nexus and journey tremendous distances to see it. Yep, these sure are some nice rocks. Glad we came here. Wyvern! Oh, but not friendly.
You shall soon trouble no one again.
Don't look, Wrecker. I think the air elemental just got slaughtered. That's okay. It was just a distraction anyways.
You shall soon trouble no one again.
Oh, he's not dead. He's just laying down. Looks like there's a lot of wyverns out there. We probably don't need to fight them all. What if we did? You know, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Hello, Red Tree. We would have a word with you, cursed one. Come forward. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Ad break starting soon. Let me look upon your face. Ads. No, you get commercials. Whomst? A fair question, I suppose. Ironic that he should ask it of us. Oh, quite. But I see no harm in giving an answer. I am Imsha, and this is Tamlerith. We've got commercial sign! Hathran's right. In life, we were Offlar, the pinnacle of our order. Remember, their order is based on age, so it just means they were old. But the higher one's ranks, the higher their duty. A day came and we realized ours exceeded our own lifetimes, but our prayers were heard and the gods permitted us to stay as Telfors. What do you want? To put a face to a feeling. Your hunger is like a vortex amidst the flow of spiritual energy. We feel its pull from a vast distance. But the threat of that hunger cannot be known without seeing what countenance it wears. Without seeing the mask of the betrayer. Well, here I am. Does that mean you've encountered other spirit eaters? Only a handful, yet far too many. Always drawn to Rashomon. It seems like any other beast that catches the scent of a fresh prey. Inevitably, they follow it to Ashenwood, where the aroma is strongest. Makes them likely to pass this way, either coming or going. And there's the ad break. Okay, well, this time we are actually all going to get up. We're going to stretch our legs. Going to go use the bathroom. Going to go make a sandwich. And we will all be right back in just a few minutes. Whoosh, whoosh, and we are back. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I didn't eat it. Where'd it go? It's gone.
I'll never get bored of dragon fruits.
Yay! Thank you, Sailor. And I get dirt pets too. Well, what can you tell me about them? Many of them meet their fates in the Ashenwood. It is a wild place, and it is a sense of self-preservation. It has a sense of self-preservation all of its own. And it is also dying, and I am getting pets. But they have done damage there, wounded the forest like no one else can. They have brought sickness and upset its natural balance. Don't forget the one with the guide. You remember him, Shamlam? He hired the tracker to take him into the heart of the forest so he could live off the soul of the woodman himself. Yeah, what happened to him? Well, he certainly made his mark on the woodman, but ultimately, he got the worst end of it. Always pet the dragon. And not like the tracker, though. No, far worse for the tracker. Oh, yes, quite right. The woodman considered it a betrayal for the tracker to lead a spirit eater to him. Anyone who wanders the forest freely does so only with the woodman's trust. I couldn't tell you for sure what became of him, but the rumor was that he'd been imprisoned indefinitely on another plane. And not one of the nice ones. Not the eternal plane of kittens. I have questions. I want. Okay, what do you want? Oh yeah, to put a face. Okay, yeah. Here I am. Ta-da! Amderg, what do you think? You have positioned yourself in opposition to your hunger. You would rather it gnaw on your own essence before it take that of another. A brave course, to be sure, but one that ensures your time here soon to pass. Brave, yes, though I wonder, Insha, how long will it last? How long before his courage is all that remains for his hunger to consume? Well, considering I found the trick, I can keep this up forever. A word of advice, cursed one. There are many who have designs for a being with such destructive power. Most will hide it. Ask yourself, such that remains, what is it that you believe? Not the strangers that you meet, not your companions, not your hunger. You, what do you hope to achieve with the time you have left? Do I not get to answer? Because, well, the time I have left, we're going to finish this expansion, and then we're going to move on to Elementalis. I've been excited to get to that one, and this is taking longer than I expected. Other questions? Have you noticed anything strange going on lately? Oh, he must mean aside from a walking incarnation of hunger traveling through our lands. No doubt, Tamleth. Although I suppose the blah would qualify. Ah, yes, the blah. She certainly would. Blah. Oh, she's a hag, really. An ice hag. Wherever she walks, winter follows in her footsteps. The Hathrans drive her off every year, and this year they lost track of her somewhere in these parts and assumed she fled into the mountains. Oh, guess we're going to go fight a hag. Wouldn't be the first time. But you're not sure? The snow she brought, it stayed longer than it should have. Well, after the Hathors left. Well after the Hathors left. Normally the Vale is too warm for it. If you should run across her, would you be so kind as to remove her? We would very much appreciate it. Alright, I'll keep an eye out. Oh, she should be easy to track. We do it ourselves, but we're lazy. I mean, we can't stray far from the tree. Just look for signs of winter where they don't belong. Alright, other questions? I'm hoping you might know why Ashenwood's attacking one of the garrisons. If that's true, then it wouldn't be the Woodman's doing. He and the Hathrans have an accord. Oh, they drive a Honda. Yes. Crocodile's here! Does Croc, do you have an accord? Who's then? Oh, how to put it simply. The Woodman. Who's the... What? The Woodman is an embodiment of the spirit of Ashenwood, but he is not all there is to it. Those woods are primal. They have instincts. If he is absent, who knows what other aspect might rise up to fill the void? Questions? Burn stuff who can. I'm looking for the Woodman. Ha! You'll forgive us if we don't draw you a map. Of course, what Tamleth suggests would be difficult regardless. His presence in the wood has been declining, you see, since the last time he was paid a visit by one of your breed. Wow, so racist. Everybody hates me because I'm a drow. Got wood? Maybe. You can't tell. Because the camera doesn't go down that low. But there might be a pile of wood, some firewood right here. For whenever things get cold. You know. This in May. Does that mean you've been... No, we know about that. If the Woodman is in decline, how come the force is attacking the garrison? Ah, if that's true, yeah, other questions. What's the gigantic rock over there? The Moss Stone. It's called. Nothing special about the rock itself. It's just said that those who sleep in its shadow experience fanciful dreams. Prophetic, some claim. All right, we're taking a nap. Very few who take an interest in it, save the odd pilgrim or tourist who comes this way. But some swear by it and return often. Questions? What can you tell me about Nadaj and Dalenka? I found Nadaj to be bright. Didn't you? Oh, yes. Precocious without question. We only met her the one time during her trials, but she did impress. She'll go far, I think. It surprised me when I'd heard that they'd stationed her with Dalinka. Such different personalities. But I suppose there's a lot Nadaj could learn from her. What do you mean by different personalities? Nadaj excelled in her military trials. She was hasty, yet her strategy was always sound, brilliant at times. But not pristine, only brilliant. Yep, we got the beer god following us. We also upgraded him, so he is a stronger beer god. Higher proof. Ultimately, though, her success is dangerous. She has not learnt the wisdom of caution, which is a quality Dalinka possesses in excess. I am not an int. Am Durg. Roll out the barrel. Well, tell me more about Dalinka. Dalinka is very wise, and her judgment has always been impeccable. She is not well liked among her sisters, but it's only because she has a reputation for being prickly and bookish. If she'd been one to play politics, she could be pulling the string. Pull the string! Of the Iron Lord in Immil instead of standing post at a garrison that hasn't seen any real action since the last time Thay invaded. If she has a fault, it's that she's too quick to second-guess herself, and thus slower to act than she needs to be. If you ask me, she's at the outpost because she's afraid of failure. Ooh. Alright, I think that is all questions. We can interact with the tree. What happens if we do? You must anoint yourself before any god will hear your petition. Huh? Well, how do we annoy ourselves?
This one, then.
Right. Well, I see some snow over here, so that's probably where the hag lady went. Or however I pronounce that name. It'd be nice if this disappeared. It's I think the air elemental is massively super bugged. Because the health bar shows empty, but it shows it being full health. Now the nature of the spell that summoned it was that if the elemental dies, then another elemental of a different element would be summoned in its place.
Your death has been too
until
long
it went
delayed.
through all four elements. And it doesn't seem to be doing that, but then again, we cast that summoning spell like days ago. It should have expired on its own. Run away! That's right, she's got the bonk stick that has a fear effect on it. Anything else this way? We got the tree off in the distance, very visible. Can I walk there? Nope, that's not walkable. Oh, there's the moss stone. We should have a snooze in front of that after we go beat up the hag. Map note added. Where's Gan? There he is. Yeah, we gotta take off my armor, take off my shield. Shield, Embiggenate, Mirror, Circle, Armor, Keen, Spiders, blah. Heroism. True Seeing was... Okay, we can go ahead and do that. And Shadow Shield. And we'll save Premonition for later. Uh-oh, it untargeted me. Well, we'll go ahead and get rid of Shadow Shield. Not do that. And instead we will... Premonition.
Yes.
You can also have Premonition. And we're gonna... Let's see. 45? 49. Okay.
Yes.
Bear is very tanky now. What else we got? What else we got? You already got Premonition, so you don't need Stone Skin. Could do Freedom of Movement, but... I mean... Bear! What could be more tanky than a bear? Probably a literal tank. And that would be an interesting party member. A polar bear.
Yes.
No, that's the ice wizard version of a bear. Yeah. Target yourself. Do that, do that, do that. What's the duration on that? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Mass Death Ward.
Predict to X. Predict to X. Hashses Koro Brak.
I can't even target this guy. Ally options. Examine. Nothing. That guy is bugged to heck and back. All right, let's go fight a hag. There are many of my kind, my mother's kind. There are numerous in hue and power, as the elements and their disposition are as varied as the emotions that rages in a human mind. So we're facing a hag. The one within. Her spirit lies upon the cold edge of ice, I suspect. What gave it away? Is it the snow and the ice? The heart of winter beats in her chest. A dangerous thing indeed. This creature, they thrive in cold, and they use it as a weapon. Anything that shields us against the winter's chill would help us in this battle to come, if we choose to fight. Her kind are also vulnerable to weapons of the sky. Thunder and lightning are twin blades they fear. Acid bubbling from the earth also scalds them greater than most. So they don't actually fear fire. Well, that is a little inconvenient for me, but I can work with lightning. What do you mean if we choose to fight? Isn't she hostile? As you may have noticed from my own tendencies, we hags and even half-hags are a talkative people. It's a form of self-flattery to go on about oneself, no matter what the subject. And, from what I know of women of my own kind, they tend to prattle on more than most. You're hardly the silent type. He might not appreciate this. But we saved. I cannot imagine that any creature could prattle more than you. Traveling with you, Hagspawn, is like wading into a stream. Babbling fills my ears in every moment. I am emotionally wounded. Deeply, I think. What a curious sensation. I would strongly suggest keeping such comments to yourself should we cross the bleh, though. She may not respond as diplomatically as I. Well, I thought I was going to lose influence with him. Oh. Oops. I need to put on my thing. I didn't put on my armor. Yeah, let me switch out. Can you switch out, please? Come on, music, stop. Thank you. Examine. There's nothing special about this object. Yep, nothing special about this highlighted part of the wall at all. You ever seen an old Scooby-Doo cartoon and how some things are just kind of weirdly lit up and colored differently from the background? There's never anything special about them. Anyway, it's ice colored, so I'm thinking, what if fire? Oh. Alright, just walk right up to it then. And everybody back up. Boop. Hey look, there's a treasure chest inside. It's locked though. But what if it wasn't? Come on, chimes, actually work this time. Hey, there it goes. A little bit of spell resist. Oh, lungs. Really? A longsword +1. Alright, well, thanks, I guess. Oh, there's so many. Oh, wait, this one just opens. Oh, Warhammer +3.
Am I glad he's frozen in there? And
Ouch.
that we're out here.
Gnarlthorn's sacrifice. The Red Wizards had attempted to capture various forest spirits to corrupt their will, but Gnarlthorn led a charge against the Thayans and succeeded in driving them off. These bracers were forged from the woven branches that had broken off Gnarlthorn during the pitched battle. Plus 4 armor, immunity to level drain, and it lets you cast heal once per day. What have you got? You don't even have a hat at all. I need to give you a helmet. I just remembered a thing.
Yes.
Where is that funky item that had like a really bad hit to wisdom? This thing. Bear. Zoinks! And that was a mistake.
He's the sheriff. And that we're frozen out here.
I have no idea what you guys are referencing.
This one then.
Ouch!
That we're in there. And I just remembered we're out here.
A pile of
What
money.
I want to know is, where's the caveman?
Yeah, where is the cave, man? We're in the cave, man. This is definitely not a trap. Oh. Money! Let me just trigger this. No big deal.
Visitors! But you didn't send a messenger to let me know. This place is a sty. Human remains everywhere. If only I had a little bit more notice. And look at this thing I'm wearing. Hideous! It's impolite, you know, dropping in on an old woman unannounced. How can I possibly be expected to look halfway decent?
You're right. I should leave.
First he visits without telling me he's coming, and then departs without so much as a polite conversation over a hot cup of human entrails. Never mind my feelings, just trample me under your feet while you're at it.
Fine, I'll stay. Why are you here anyways?
Well, it isn't for this ghastly landscape, I'll say that much. I don't understand how anyone can stand such a detestable climate for more than a few seconds without fleeing for nice snowy peaks or a glacier somewhere.
Yes, I would like to be cold. Where's the man cave? That's what we call the lair. I demand the finest beer known to humanity. You will find no beer in my lair, unfortunately. We had mead one time. And that was it.
But here I sit, wasting away, absolutely blistering in the sweltering heat. And does anyone care? Does anyone even ask me how I'm doing? Of course not. Why would they? I'm a hag.
I asked. Well, how are you doing?
I'm miserable. I can't leave. Not with those two old bats at the red trees watching day and night. They may be dead, but they've still got connections. If they find me here, every half-rim between here and Thay will be on my doorstep. Probably unannounced too, like someone else I know.
Why are the witches after you?
Every year that Hafen drives me out of their lands, even celebrates it, the monsters. This time, got it in my head to stick around a little longer, show them what they get for picking on an innocent old woman.
Your hiding spot doesn't seem to be working out too well.
Kick an elderly woman while she's down, why don't you? Your mother would be ashamed to see you carrying on this way. In my day, we used to eat our young for such insolence.
I warned you before that she would be... I see. So please, unless you wish to barrel, like Oku, through any potentially informative discussion, use some discretion. My teeth may not be as sweet as your tongue, Gan, but they are sharper. Quiet. Now, madame, my allies here meant no offense. They were merely commenting on your choice of sanctuary and its drawbacks.
Is that so? Ah, you're right, though. It's more heat than I can bear, and it's still too little cover for my tracks. Froze the ground before I could duck into this place.
If someone were to melt away the snow and ice outside this mine, would that be helpful?
I suppose it might. The witches might think I'd left. Perhaps turn their attention elsewhere. But who would do such a thing? No one wants to help a hag. We're so old and ugly. A burden to society. We should hurry up and die alone and unloved.
Things aren't that bad. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, bless you, child. What a nice surprise from such an ill-mannered guest. You'll need to hurry. You'll need to burn away any trace of ice or snow outside this mine.
I should think just about any source of fire will suffice. And once that's done, tell the witches by the red tree you saw me leave. And I'll leave a gift waiting for you when you return. And hopefully that'll give me time to clean up this frightful mess. do appreciate all the voiceovers. I'm glad you do.
Let us attack.
Kaylin, why are you all the way back over here? Well, doesn't matter. Alright. Clearing away snow and ice is something that I am pretty darn good at. Oh, there's a lot of it, though. Let's see. If I park myself right about here... Here we go. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's bop. I got a fire sword. Let's do it that way. Can I target the... Nope. Okay, that took care of that. Anything else? I'll get this little spot back over here. I have fun doing the voices. And I've seen other streamers that they just kind of read the words like they're reading it for the first time and not really putting any emotion or effort into it. And it's just not as interesting whenever they're reading a story. You're back, unannounced as usual. Such a disgusting habit, and I still look dreadful. I removed all traces of your presence outside. I expect you did a mediocre job of it, but I can't exactly check up on your work now, can I? I'll finish what you started, tell the witches by the red tree that I've gone, and make them believe you. I'll be here, waiting, alone. Like doing silly voices when you have to do these things. It's fun! Even though I only have like a handful of voices. Why is Kaylin not walking anywhere? Yes. Follow us, dang it! I only have like a handful of different voices that I do. So there's a lot of characters who sound the same. I wish I could do good female voices. Because I really can't. And that means like half the characters in these games all sound the same. I have news of the bleh. Indeed, whatever. Devour spirit. She is gone. I found no sign of her. They're not gonna buy this. You're hiding something. Perhaps she has made some arrangement with you? What did you discuss? It doesn't matter, Tamrath. We simply need to remain watchful. Wait for her to reemerge. She can't stay for long. Yes, we will keep watch. Obviously, we have no one to trust but our own people. Well, we tried. We tried. Unfortunately, we are not good at... Oh, I just thought of something. What if somebody else talked to them? Somebody... Who else here can lie?
Yes.
Can you lie? Skills, bluff 6.
Yes.
Bluff 7. Okay. None of us can lie.
I am listening.
I am the worst liar in the group, though. Crud. Well, I guess we're gonna get to the murdering. Yeah, the witches by the red tree out there are looking for you. Is there some reason you're down here?
Well, it isn't for the ghastly landscape, I'll say that much. I don't understand how people can... Okay, glacier somewhere.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm miserable!
Why are the witches after you? Every year they'd celebrate. What made you pick this spot? Oh, the temperature may be unbearable, but it's really all I can do. The mountains here, curse them, are volcanic. No snow can ever take hold here in the Vale. For a little old lady who carries winter on her back wherever she goes, it's the one place something like that can be hidden. But why are they after you? Every year. So I have to say the thing, or we just attack. I'm miserable! Well, Gan's probably not going to like this. So we might need to kick him out of the party for a minute. Or we can try going through this. Yeah, kick an elderly lady while she's down. Blah. It's the last mistake you'll ever make. If someone were to melt it, I suppose that might help. I would be happy to help. Gan, are you not regenerating?
Yes.
Yes.
This old mine shaft has a strange chill about it.
Oh, she noticed. Kaylin noticed that this old mine shaft has a strange chill about it. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way for us to get through this because we have no bluff skill. Nobody in our group can bluff. Say that our collection of party members is much smaller than it was in the main campaign. And in the main campaign, no one else in the group could engage in conversations. You were the only one, so all of your skills were the only skills that mattered. But in this one, different people can talk. Alright, the Hidden Hag. You have successfully erased all signs of the bleh. Tell the witches that she has been taken care of. That wasn't an option. I could only say, nope, I saw nothing. Maybe there was another option that said, she's dead. And I just didn't see it. I have news of the bleh. Let's see, Bluff Lie, she's gone. I found no signs of her. Nope. Still looking, will return. Nope. I can't tell them that she's this. Be right back. Who has the highest bluff skill even though... Yeah, 7? 6?
Yes?
Alright, it's up to you, Kaylin. Nope, it skipped back over to me. Never mind. Yee, shinies! Rarns of Yakteru!
Are ya winning?
Maybe? Meh. I was hoping that we could just, you know, just all be friends. Oh, okay. I looked over at my spirit bar and it was gray, and I thought, oh, do I not have that problem right now? I do. Well, it would seem that we can't lie our way out of this. We have to kill the hag. Little bit of a shame. More shinies!
Let it shine.
This little hype of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Almost. We do not have music happening, so we are not in the midst of a hype train. You can say, yep, they think you're left. They think you're gone.
I expect you did a mediocre job. Well, I'll be waiting here.
Can I, They think you left. She's not gonna believe this.
What a positively unconvincing lie. You are a treacherous little monster.
It's 'cause I'm out here killing it.
What's going on, Yakteru? You having a good day? Was this big payday? Also, shinies! Ah, madam, perhaps you mistake the words of our leader as disrespectful, but you would be wrong. Is it so unreasonable to assume that perhaps those two witches realized that perhaps hunting one as powerful as yourself would be tantamount to walking into death's maw? It is not so hard to believe, I think.
I suppose I'll have to take your word for it. Probably about as good as my son's, the lout. He never visits, and he's so lazy. I promised you something for the trouble, didn't I? Not that I ever got any help without offering a reward first. Inside this jar, I've gathered the extracts of several dozen orglashes, very potent, like the heart of a blizzard. A small amount of it on a weapon, and you'll be wielding an instrument of deepest cold.
Deep enough to smother flame?
Yes, of course, should have known I'd go to all this trouble and not even be appreciated for it.
Well, it's just What does the jar do?
I should have expected you would already have forgotten its usefulness, just like you forgot mine. You apply it to a weapon. It makes it cold. But don't thank me. Why should you start now?
What's on the table? Oh, icy spell scrolls. Wait, that's not an ice spell. Oh, that is Glacial Wrath, and then that's Polar Ray, and that's Cone of Cold. So can I kill her? Nope. Okay. And I can't I can't even like exit out of the conversation and just say, hey, just dropping in saying hi. Jar of condensed Orglash essences. Oh, okay, so it's limited use. That's unfortunately. Unfortunately. Nah, I think it's better if we just kill. You'll look halfway decent when I pull at your head on a pike. Rawr!
So typical of your generation, always rattling your swords in with a worm's sense of entitlement. I will not tolerate such disrespect.
Kaboom.
Ah!
Get your spell scrolls. And essences and one dead hag. Oh, we get the jar of eyelashes anyways. And alas, no hype train. Sadness. It means you guys don't get to hear the music. We do not get to enter rave mode. You should sleep under the rock, like I said a thing would happen if we did that. So, everybody gather. Come on. Elemental 2. Because with 4 of you guys here, my suppression will be even stronger.
All who can hear.
Yeah, move a little closer.
Yes.
Perfect. This is good. Mwah. I have news of the bleh. I tracked her to a mine and killed her. See, I told you, Imsha. They should have checked the Verminian mines. You made your point, Hamlet, and for you, Spirit Eater, it is good to know that you are not entirely above serving causes besides your hunger. Everybody's so mean to me. Even though they said you're very brave to resist your hunger, and now they're like, you're serving your hunger and that's all you care about. In thanks and in hopes that you continue that path, we offer you this cloak. What's a Vernarnami? When they are still young, Rashimi who show magical promise are taken from their homes. Too young, I still say. The woman may become Hathryn. The women may become Hathrans, as Tambleth and I once did. The men, by the same token, can become Vernarmini. Their service to Rashimi frequently entails the forging of our magical arsenal, and many of them inhabit the mines along the running rocks. And okay, you told me about the Woodman. Yeah, okay, we're still not drawing you a map. Bye. Let's go have a snooze. Oh, let's also take a look at this cloak they gave us. Forest Queen's Blessings. Spider silk Meklunchian ceremonial garb is often plain and unassuming. The cloak is no exception. Tinted with the natural dyes of summer, the holy symbol of a unicorn adorns its interior. This cloak was blessed by an elder druid of the faith and is presented to newly created Arms of the Forest during midsummer. Okay. +4 charisma. +10 saving versus disease. +4 saving versus everything. And 5 bark skins per day.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Yes.
Oku does not have a cape. He's the only one. Yeah, you're a wizard, Kess. I am. But I am also a fighter.
Yes.
Just a little point of wisdom. Concentration. That's all. That's all you get. Darkness, sure. You're a fizzard. I'm a lizard wizard. Lizard. Did I not have an instance of prayer at all? Huh. I didn't have a prayer. That there. And prep there. I don't think anybody in our team needs spell
King
resistance.
Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They make good music.
But is it as good as the music made by Ghost? Flame strike. It's just, oops, all heals except for this one planar ally spell. Vigorous cycle. That's 3 healing for everybody for up to 40 rounds. But we'll never get that high because you can't get to level 40. Destruction! Save or die. Okay.
I am listening. I greet you.
Nope. Apparently I talked to myself. Or I just walked up to this stone. I greet you! The stone is ancient, carved with weathered runes from centuries past, flowing wild like the waters. The marking seems suggestive of memories or dreams. Ah, look at this. Perhaps a marker, perhaps a fragment of a dream left behind. This stone is a signpost. Beneath its shadow, we may find our dreams are sharpened like a blade and ring more true than steel. I think something tied to dreams would be a little more imaginative. No. What if it's just, giving you some shade to sleep under? It looks like a big rock. Now, just what do you mean? In such places as these, dreams are strong. As long as one rides the currents and does not fight it, we might find ourselves at our intended destination. So we sleep here and we dream? Alright, let's stop for a moment and have a snooze. What is our intended destination? Why, truth, of course. A greater understanding of oneself. Swimming in one's own dreams often reveals many secrets. For me, of course, I will do what I can to help you by observing your secrets and writing about them in my journal and posting about them on the internet for all to see. Where's the pub? You gotta go to the pub first, then you stagger out a little drunk and you fall asleep here, and then you have nice dreams. And you wake up and you're like, dude, where's my car? So we sleep here and we dream? Yes, at least that's the intent. If we rest close to the stone, then the dreams will come, and in force. Of course, this may be an old wives' tale, but I think old wives' tales were young, truthful women at once, so perhaps this would be a place to camp for a time, and see what lies behind our eyes, no? Alright, sounds like a good time to me. Are pubs a popular thing in America? I wouldn't know, I don't drink. Oh, it didn't even ask, do you want to sleep? He still has his air elemental. I know there are bars, but I know they're like sports bars, so I guess that'd be kind of like a pub. People just go to watch sports and drink. Snow glitters under a brilliant sun, trackless and white, impossibly so. The trees seem to be holding their breath, and you hear nothing. It's as if you've intruded upon a forest in an impossibly distant past, before any living creature walked the world, when the gods themselves were strangers to snow and sky and land. Wisdom! Which we have no points in. Our wisdom is average, but I think we have an item that's giving us a little buff to it, and it is doing a lot of heavy lifting passing these checks. You realize that you've drifted deep into a forgotten place in the recesses of your mind that has lain untouched for too long. But how long? And what has been hidden in its depths? We are in Ashenwood, a version of the woods that once were. Something is wrong here. Be on your guard. This looks to be an interesting dream. Let us explore for a bit, but be careful.
I can't say I was expecting your presence, Hag Spawn.
What are you doing here? We already know. He said he was going to watch over us and spy on our secrets. So let's go. Do I have my spells back? Good. Zerketh, Kosix, Ivoi, Jumanji, and a red woman. Hold up. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just, I'm not doing anything weird or suspicious. Whoop, that's crap. Oh, I just interrupted it because I was clicking spells. Crud. I was clicking spells and it shifted everything over so that the spot I was clicking on was actually then nothing. Womp. Womp. Alright, let's try that again. It almost did it again. Iron Body. Circle against evil. Okay, yeah, it did not. Keep me targeted and do the things. Embiggenate! Oh, ad break starting soon. We're just about to get into a big fight, probably. No, you should probably do a little bit of buffing too. Just a little bit. You don't have much.
Yes.
I think I have freedom of movement from my cape. Yeah, okay, good. Shield, armor. Okay. Arcane spell failure, 90%. But it's not a problem. Everything we have is stilled. Hey guys, what's going on?
Someone walks in Our Lady's garden.
Stay back! We found her. She is ours. She is all we have, and you cannot take her away. Careful. These four mean us harm. How did you find your way to this place? Tell us! I closed my eyes, went to sleep. How else does one enter a dream? Is it true? Does he dream us, or do we dream him and each other? Be quiet! He is another bearer of the gift, nothing more. They arise, one after another, blazing bright and guttering out. They hunger, gorge, and are gone. But we remain, and we have her for an anchor. You seem familiar. The Red Woman. I've seen her before. Also in a dream. No! Whatever you saw was merely a reflection. There were many like her once, before the hunger took them all. Many facets of a single dream, a single memory, now lost. Only she remains, because she was always the strongest. Her garden, our garden, grew firm and strong around her. Please don't take her away. Don't cast us adrift. We cannot bear it again. You all seem familiar. Who are you? We are echoes of those who once bore the hunger, the gift. Gift, that's what the Ithraki call my affliction. We worshipped the gift, and the shape-shifting apes worshipped us in turn. Well, if they're shapeshifters, are they really apes? Oh, right, ad break. So everybody get up, stretch your legs, do the other things, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Whoosh, whoosh, and we're back. Commercial break actually ended a little while ago, but I like that particular clip. Little Gator game was so fun. We worship the gift, and the shape-shifting apes worshipped us in return. But who worshipped the apes? Was it the turtles? Was it turtles all the way down? They promised to keep our law when we were gone. I taught them secrets to pass on to those who deserve them. I told them how the gift can devour living souls. So you were spirit eaters like me? Not like you. We worshipped the gift and passed it amongst ourselves, each reveling in hunger for its allotted time, and then slain by his successor. Sweet Jiraj was the first, gorging on the spirits of the wood, turning verdant green to withered black, until her time had passed. Then Kozik crushed her skull, and the gift passed to him. Poor Kozik hungered only briefly. He tried to devour a great tree spirit, but it fell on him and cracked his spine. What an idiot. So how many spirit eaters have there been? Hundreds of masks. We have seen usurpers come and go. How many arose before us? What difference does it make? What about you? Did I know the hunger? Oh yes. I sought to drink more deeply than any. I cast about for a soul that was vast enough to truly quench my hunger. My eyes turned always back to the forest. Go on. The tree spirit warned him to not disturb its jewel. But he went over and picked up the jewel and then ran across the map and made the tree do all of the fighting for him. I called upon a guide, a warden of the wood who knew the secret trails to the woodman's grove, and he guided me true. If you have walked under the eyes of the great forest, you have touched the woodman's essence. Every creature that dies in his domain, every corpse that molders under a rock or silent eve, is joined to him. To drink of such a spirit, to gorge on the soul of the living forest, is to embrace the gift as no one else. And for a time, even our hunger would be sated. So then devouring the woodman would offer me a reprieve? For a time, yes. Some might use such a reprieve to strengthen their wills, but most would seek vainly for a cure. Many would counsel you thus. The witches of this land, for instance, they would send you on fool's errands seeking after a cure that they do not believe you will find. Have I struck a true note? Can we come to some sort of agreement? You are lost and suffering. I can help you escape this dream if you let me. Can you protect Our Lady from the hunger from the faceless man? 3 points towards good. The Red Woman is our anchor stone. All others are lost and gone, except perhaps the boy and the wall. Always the wall. Secrecy and silence are our protections. We do not need your ministrations, Dream Walker. You will leave this place before the hunger follows you here and swallows her up. Oh, never mind. Well. Ooh, it's going somewhere. How about a little bit of... Oh, wait, that's not the spell I thought it was. I guess I don't have any uses of Lesser Fire Burst ready. or maximize fire burst. Well, how do you guys feel like a little bit of lightning? Yeah, it hurts a little. Actually, no, it didn't hurt a little bit at all. I got spell resistance. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. You know, I had thought about making that joke and then completely forgot about it, and I'm glad you reminded me. Oh, let me guess. You're a thiefy type, aren't you, with your evasion? Thin and twitchy, this man is clearly on edge, and you get the sense that this is always how he is. The array of daggers and vials as he carries on his person suggests that in life he may have made his living as in an unsavory fashion. There's a certain violence with which this imposing man moves and holds his weapon. His weight is always forward on his toes, as though ready to spring forward and lash out. This woman is unmistakably an arcane spellcaster. Her posture shrunk at your approach, like an animal on the defensive. You clearly present some sort of threat to her. This man's relative age and the manner in which he carries himself suggests that he is the leader of his group. The look in his eyes is devoid of compassion, something more befitting of the walking dead than a walking memory. What have we got? Do I have? I guess we can. Ugh. Oh, I didn't cast. Why did it not cast my? Ah! Wait, no, not like that. Like about here. Wiggly tentacles! They're back! Alright, me and the thief are gonna fight it out. Oh, look who's held! They're trying really hard to dispel this. And I love that it just... I waited for you. I feared that you would not find me before the hunger took me. She speaks as if an echo across a great distance, and a familiar one, but... I've seen you before in the Chamber of Dreamers. Who are you? No, we have never met before. There were others who looked like me, but few remain. The hunger has devoured them, each in turn. I am only a memory of love. A love lost but not forgotten. This mask fragment contains my essence, all that I am. I have saved it for you, and kept it hidden in this remote and forgotten place. Another mask fragment. These are important indeed, and are taking on a greater significance. It is your choice to take it or not, but you'd best decide quickly. We will not see one another again, not until you must draw on the memory of what once was. Know that I will be safe while the mask is in your hands. Until I need you? When will that be? The final battle. The Red Woman speaks, but you cannot hear her words. The dream is already fading, the brilliant sun growing dim. The Red Woman and her garden dissolving into an indistinct haze. Okay, we did get the... No, wait, did we get the fragment? Yeah, acquired item. Okay, good. Garden dissolving into an indistinct haze. Your eyelids flutter open, and you wake. Again.
No doubt you have questions. But first, there is something I must share with you.
I got this Kit Kat. You want one?
You have bestowed a gift upon me. We share the same direction of thought, and that has created a resonance between us. Perhaps you have felt it already, but Rashomon responds to such strength, infusing us with its power. It sees us as kindred allies in this journey.
Unless the land's giving gold or magic, I couldn't care. I gave you a gift?
Whether you realize it or not, the power of the land, even dreams, have become tied to you. We can now speak with their voice, and it is a powerful gift. Some are only gifted with a dreamer's eye, but to be given a dreamer's voice, it is one of the rarest of gifts. Spirits of others will be clearer and sharper to you, and you may begin to see their dreams and their intent far easier than their mere surface appearance.
I will accept this gift gladly.
The skin of others around you will seem as dingy cloaks compared to what you can see of their thoughts and their nature. You will now see what truly lies within others, what they dream of becoming, and if you wish, how to coax such passions forth. And for your enemies, such perceptions can allow you to drink deep of their spirits, more so than before. Even should we grow apart or go our separate ways, the dreamer's voice will remain. Once given, it cannot be taken back.
Based on Gan's influence status with you, Devoted, you have gained the influence-based feat, Dreamer's Voice, giving you a bonus to your charisma and spirit powers. Cool. Questions?
Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer.
What do you think of Kalen?
There are those who have lazy dreams. Dreams that come to them only when their eyes are closed and the hearth fire enfolds them. And there are those whose dreams are an icy wind, a whip crack across their souls that visit them in the waking hours. These dreams drive their actions, drive them ever onwards until their dream is a reality.
You sound almost afraid of her.
It is good to fear those who are driven in such a way. With them the dream wind travels, and the whiplash extends its reach to all who believe in such a one. Our songbird. I think she will need the power of her voice in the days to come, and perhaps sooner than we all think.
So, okay, cool. We did get a rest. So we can go back over here to these two guys, and we can refuse to eat them. And hang on, Pete's, what was that? The voice of the dream, was that what it's called? There you go, Dreamer's Voice. So, skin appears after. Functionally, what does this do? Okay, plus 2 charisma, plus 10% bonus to devour. Well, we're not going to be doing that. But, thanks, Gan. And I'm just gonna... Up to 98%. You must anoint yourself before any god will... What? While the rest of the vale is lush and green, this tree alone shows its autumn colors. It is markedly gnarled and clearly quite ancient. There is a faint but unmistakable energy about this tree. And, not really sure what we can do with it. Or how we annoy ourselves. Alright, back to the Woodman. To the Ashenwood. Nobody really needs that cloak. So, not really sure what to do with it. It's kind of surprising how few characters join your party in this game. Like in the main campaign, you basically get someone of just about every class. This one, you don't even get so much as a thief.
It's as if the forest is alive, yet it does not feel like a woodman. It's something else.
Alright, so Gan very quietly said, "There's something wrong here. It's as if the forest is alive, yet does not feel like the woodman. It does not feel like the woodman, but something else." Hey, little guy. Rawr. Squeaks! Oh! Oh, trolls. Let's see, you guys gonna go down? Yep, you're doing that business. That means I do need my fire sword. Okay. Let's get someone from the DLC classes. Yes, actually. In fact, I think Gan, he is a spirit shaman, which I believe is a DLC class. And Sophia is a Red Wizard of Thay, which is a DLC class. So you get that going.
Your death has been too long delayed.
There's also I forget what it's called, but it's like a Stormbringer or Storm Warrior, something like that. And I kind of want to try that out sometime. I whip my bow back and forth. Oh, when did this happen? I didn't even hear it. Oh, it happened just now. And we get to Beer God, who is a monk class. Is he? I thought he was like a fighter. Yeah, he's a fighter.
Yes.
Monk would probably be better for him because, you know, bear, his paws and claws. But I guess creature weapons don't count as unarmed.
You shall soon trouble no one again.
Yeah, we've all got spell resistance. What else you got? Blah! Plop, plop. Monks, oh, WoW joke, monks are drunk in that game. Oh yeah, they've got the Brewmaster thing, which is a drunken master kind of joke
Your
thing.
death has been too long delayed.
You guys ever played Jade Empire? It's a BioWare RPG, but it's sort of like a kung fu type of setting. I like that game a lot. You've heard of it? I like it, but I don't know if it'll hold up well to playing today. But I do remember that one of the fighting styles you could learn in that was Drunken Master, and it had some great animations. There's a thing over there. A sacred pool. Oh, Telthor Berserker. You should flee from this place, Hunter. It is no longer under Telthor protection. Why not? There is nothing to be done about it. The frost giants are too many. Frost giants? This will only take a moment. Once there was refuge in the light of our sanctuary. Now the giants have taken over. This part of the woods is open. to any foul creature who crawls this way. How'd that happen? But one day they came through, pushing aside ancient trees and crushing innocent creatures beneath their feet. They took special liking to our sanctuary. Their leader said it'd be easy to defend once they took it. We fought to protect it, as we had in so many times past, but this foe was too numerous and powerful. We were routed to our great shame. Watch me. Can't say I'd advise it. They didn't strike me as the reasonable sort. Oh, I didn't mean diplomacy. But I do sense something unique about you, Hunter. Maybe you know something I don't. So I just need to remove the giants and everything's restored? Not entirely. There's a little more to it. Like most things in this wood, our sanctuary existed for ages. It used to be that the spirit of a powerful dryad watched over it. Supposedly its essence formed a barrier that nothing evil could ever cross. What happened to it? Couldn't say for sure. Because it was before my time. It is said that hundreds of years ago, an unnatural...
I spill my drink.
What do we do with a drunken master? What do we do with a drunken master? RTS called Battle Realms. I think I've seen that on GOG. Didn't really look much into it, but the name's actually... Wait. I think I remember where I saw it on GOG, and it was a giveaway. Let's see, Battle Realms. Do I have... Yep. Battle Realms plus Winter of the Wolf. They were giving it away at some point, and I have it. I've never played it, though. An unnatural creature came to these woods to feed. It came here not for flesh and blood, but for the existence of the spirits that dwelt here. It was eventually repelled, but not before it tore the dryad spirit from our sanctuary. Without such a guardian, our sanctuary is vulnerable to invasion. Oh, go on! In the center of that island, over there, the remains of the dryad's tree now hold a sacred pool. That is where the essence of the dryad spirit was housed. But simply, it needs to be replaced. What have I... Wait, no. Be right back. Wizard. Get the pig out. Talk again. Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. Well, before we go across the pond, finish buffing.
Yes.
There's another obscure RTS called Skylord Battleforged. Nope. Wait. If I do, it's gonna be another another GOG thing. Scroll. Spellforce. Scald! And no. No. It does not have that one. Scald! Scald's a good game. I had a lot of fun playing that one. Even if the story is a little bit darker than what I'm usually used to.
You
can't really be a big hero in that one. Death Ward.
Yes.
Right, again. Premonition. And turtle shell on the bear. And that's about it. Just beware of purple fungus and giant worm bosses. Rest in peace, Roland. You were the best fighter of any game. Oh, I leveled it up. Well, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna do another level of fighter. And let's see. Concentration. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Diplomacy. Heal. Intimidate. Lore. Spellcraft. Taunt. And the rest go into appraise. Let me just scroll on down, and we cannot take the still spell improve whatever level 9. Just waiting on the tactics run. Keep waiting. Do I want to go with a +1 to attack or +1 armor? I'm going to go with the attack. Poke. Inflatable cast decoy pops and deflates. And automatic still spell 0 to 9. Alright, every single spell we cast is now automatically stilled. Next time we rest, well, before we rest next time, we're going to be redoing our entire spell book, and all the way down to level 9, we're going to have some maximized bullshit happening. It's going to be great. Hi, guys! Oh. Frost Giant Jarl.
Just what is you doing on our land, little bug? You do not look like a shiny animal.
I didn't understand a word you just said. This land belongs to the Telthors. You can't just take it.
Ha ha! We have already taken this land. It belongs to us now.
I thought Frost Giants lived in mountains.
You is sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Go off and play with your shiny badger friends.
This is your land. What have you got to hide? I just want to hear your story.
I is the Jarl here, and that's all that matters now. If someone from my tribe happened to take my crown and throw me out, never mind it.
You were exiled? How'd that happen? I wouldn't dream of it, but go on.
Well, my old tribe believed that only the strongest giant should be the Jarl, and that if a Jarl wasn't the strongest, he should leave in shame, and any of us could challenge our Jarl for his crown. And when I won the challenge, so great was my victory that I also won the respect of the entire tribe, except for Didrik, but everyone else clapped.
Where does Durg live? In the hearts of everyone. But also Texas, where it's hot and miserable. Who's Didrik?
Didrik was the runt of the tribe, but his strength was in his cleverness. I had just become Jarl, and before I had my breath, he challenged me. I was tired, and he beat me easily.
So how come so many Frost Giants are with you? I'm not sure how you didn't see this coming. If everyone who loses is exiled, and anyone can challenge whoever they want, how many giants are left in your tribe?
Well, for a long time, we had one Jarl who was so tough that we wasn't strong enough to beat him. But after he got old and he started weakening, everybody was starting up challenges. We was a big tribe, several hundred strong to start. But when the challenges started, most of us was getting exiled. And after I and these other giants left, there was only Didrik.
He must be the saddest Jarl of all time.
Yeah, I think he must be crying so hard that his tears starting avalanches. Little baby avalanches, because he's so runty.
How come so many frost giants are still with you?
Well, the other giants, they's aware who's the stronger one of us, and it isn't Didrik. So they followed me, and now we is new tribe.
So you're exiled.
Well, the system wasn't the best, but at least we mostly got a strong Jarl. Although some 10 days the Jarl was better than others. But the system stays in place until we think of something better.
So you still have the challenge system?
Well, we still like to have a strong Jarl, but and this is the best way to pick him.
You would take a challenge from anybody? What about me?
Sure, I suppose if we want the strongest Jarl that anyone can challenge, but you is not going to win, so it's not a problem.
Alright, tell me how the challenge works.
Well, ordinarily the challenger has to show he can defend the crown better than the Jarl, so he stands in front of the crown, and the Jarl tries to take it from him. And if the Jarl can take back the crown and hold it for a while, he wins. If he's knocked out, then he doesn't win. And you can only challenge once per day to keep things fair.
Why in the name of the gods would you let me challenge you? I challenge you for your crown, giant.
Very well, I is accepting your challenge. But since I's the Jarl, I get to make a new rule. So, in this and all future challenges, you's going to have to protect the crown from all the giants, not just me. Ha ha! And maybe you's going to have to fight some of us twice, because we all so excited to beat you up many times. Time to defend your crown, little bug. I give up.
This one then. Your death has been too long delayed.
Just one volley of all of our attacks, and they go down.
Round 1. Fight!
They're not letting me finish them.
Your death.
So how is the beatings going? They were so confident that they could beat me multiple times. Anyone else? The battle music stopped.
You shall soon.
I's holding the crown. Oh, never mind.
Where is the crown? Oh, it's this right here.
Yeah, the crown is mine. Oh, dead. I'm the greatest Jarl ever. Never mind, I'm leaving.
If only I was getting XP for this. Rar? Hello? If only.
You win. Ice stopping. Okay, focus on this guy who just took the crown. No, I's the Jarl. Ah, we finally meet the Jarl himself. This giant looks like a beefy, muscular human with snow-white skin and light blue hair and eyes. This is the worst thing to happen to a Jarl. It is even more shameful than when Diedrich knocked me over and sat on me and called me his new throne. When you as Jarl, you should strongly consider coming up with a better way to become Jarl. Every village that you pass, I want you to apologize for the wrongs your clan has done and offer to build homes for the people there. You know what? No. I'm not gonna ask them to do that. Jarl, bad fighter. Jarl, go home. 9 out of 10 giants prefer crown be gone. No, you see, they're all into dentistry. Every single one of them wants a crown. I demand tribute. You can't tell me what to do. I'm your Jarl. They can just get out. I'm tempted to demand tribute and see what they give me. Just leave. Now give me a shiny. You is very convincing, Jarl. You sure you've never been Jarl before? We's not rich clan, but I did find this nice looking bit of little armor. Perfect for little Jarl. It was over by that shiny tree the other day. Was there a man attached to that armor? No, there was no man in there. Not even a footprint. He's probably wandering the forest, crying about his lost armor. Well, it's gonna be... Get started with your exile. It's gonna be a long journey. Just leave. I go into exile now. Camera? XP granted for becoming an honorary Jarl of a clan of frost giants and then immediately kicking them out. Alright, what is this armor that he gave me? Thicket favors. In the ancient days when the Ashenwood was young and there were those who still called them green elves, gloves like these were worn by... I was suddenly distracted by the weird movement I was seeing down at the bottom, down in this area. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, it's air disruption from the air elemental. Something about green elves. Gloves like these were worn by an order of wild elven druids and rangers dedicated to protecting the forest and its inhabitants. Now little is left of the order but their memory. And replicas of their gear. And replicas of their shinies. Buy now at the gift shop. And the knowledge of how the Ashenwood has grown and flourished in the ages that have followed. So, druid, spirit shaman. Sure. A 9th level spirit shaman spell? Okay. +6 wisdom. And regeneration? Gan, I got something for you. What gloves are you wearing? Braces of archery? Yeah, dumb. You're wearing this now.
Yes.
Rare stuff, Zeta! Squish the cat snoot and scoop it up and shove mashed potatoes. Ooh, I like mashed potatoes. Yum, 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 yum. And one for Zep. And then the cheeseburger. And belly rubs. And Bap's tongue. But you didn't boop, so there was no tongue. And then limb snoot. Blip.
pure sanctuary water. This water, drawn from a hollowed tree stump in a Telthor sanctuary in Ashenwood, is crystal clear and undoubtedly quite pure as it collected on such hallowed ground. It may be worth carrying at the chances it has other valuable properties. A piece of rack. Boop the snoot. Blit. How have you fared against the giants? The giants are defeated. I just need to put a spirit essence in the sacred pool. Terrific news, I must say. I sensed immediately there's something different about you. Blap. I am always here, should you need any other help. What if I told you I possessed a rare power that could grant you what you seek? I don't have my pig out. You're in luck. I'm a spirit eater. If you could show me to a spirit I could devour, I can fix all of this. I'm not going to ask this guy to give himself up for it. We've got spirit essences I can put in here. Cooked from the Galaxian cosmos. Cooked at 970 degrees. Perfectly. Space cheeseburger. That's volatile. Ah, shoot. We don't have... Oh no, we don't have another spirit essence. Where am I gonna get a spirit essence to fix this? Well, I guess we could, if this guy would let us do his thing, or let us eat him. But I don't want to do that.
My grandma got me a shitload of Switch games. One of them is a 2D drawn A Christmas Carol Metroidvania that takes place after the book.
That almost sounds like just something completely made up. A Christmas Carol Metroidvania. Yep, giants are beaten. What if I told you I possessed a rare power that could grant what you seek? You would have my full support at your disposal. I'm afraid that I would need to ask you to pay the ultimate price. I understand what you ask. I spent my entire existence watching over this place. If my sacrifice can guarantee...
Ebenezer and the Invisible World. Look it up. 'Tis as true as my cousin Blubjergersumburger.
Ebenezer and the Invisible World. It still sounds made up. Hang on. We're looking this up right now. Ebenezer. Give me that Z. Ebenezer and the Invisible War. I just found a sequel for Deus Ex. Ebenezer and the Invisible World on Steam. Okay. Yeah, where's the... Whoosh! It's real! Embark on a story-rich 2D Metroidvania adventure with breathtaking hand-drawn art. Actually, yeah, that does look pretty good. as a miser turned to hero, Ebenezer Scrooge, in a reimagined Victorian fantasy based on Charles Dickens's classic novel, A Christmas Carol, enlists the help of ghosts to save the people of London before it's too late. It still sounds fake. It still sounds like such a bizarre thing. Oh yeah, you remember this game? Was it good? Mostly positive. 75%. I mean, the visuals don't look half bad. It's a nice art style. Meet and unlock powerful ghosts, each with their own stories and quests. All right, we got a downvote right here. This game needs work. I like the idea behind it and the artwork, but man, it needs work. But it hasn't gotten an update in a year, so I wouldn't put any money on it happening. Some animations feel frustratingly slow. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. What? Points at icon? Who? His icon? That. Cats. Cats and cats and cats and cats and cats. Do a cheeseburger. All right, well, whoosh. Wrong one. Whoops. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to. Ah, shoot. I think I accidentally said a thing that I didn't mean to said. Oh, at a. Oh, time frames is this icon. I too am an icon of the people. Giants are dead. I have a power. I'm afraid you must pay the ultimate price. I understand what you ask. I have spent my entire existence watching over this place. If my sacrifice can guarantee its sanctity for the future, then it'd be my honor. Yee, shinies!
The ultimate price.
Ultimate price. Mini shinies. Let's... It's unlikely that we're going to find more spirit essences. It'd be great if we found like an undead thing that I could just say, hey, you're going to sleepy time. And it goes, okay, I sleep now. And then we just get his essence. Yep, it's raining money. What's real fun is there are other levels of that. And I think at like 1,000 bits, it's significant. You know what? I'm going to look around. We'll see if we find a spirit essence someplace else before we eat this guy. Eee! Pets. They're pets.
Your death has been too long delayed.
Got a horde and rest. All right. Good night, Salic. Thanks for hanging out with me.
The call of death sounds real.
It is actually not far off from our own time to wrap it up. But we do have some shinies to collect. I wonder if we can break the power essences apart and get spirit essences, or if it only gives you the elemental ones. I think it's only elemental. Can't find the icon. I think what Zeta's referring to is your profile picture. Which, let's see. Looks like some kind of a rat guy. It's kind of hard to tell from from here. Yeah, profile picture is a rat. I guess that's what she means. I don't know anymore.
You shall soon trouble no one again.
This tree has a stinky cloud. He needs to take a shower. Okay, I'm just gonna lay right here. Am I ever gonna get up? Oh, okay, good. Why can't I not move? Uh-oh. I think something has gone... Oh, nope, there we go. What does the rat have to do with carefully uppies? I don't know. These trees, no insect or common rot is to blame for this blight. That's what Oku said, very quietly. Because everyone talks very quietly in this game.
You're... This one then.
Gnarlthorn? We know about that guy. We just read about his gloves. Come no closer, little one. The plague is a vile thing, and I would not forgive myself if I gave it to you. How'd you get this blight? Get it? In the first place, you mean? Oh, it's been hundreds of years since I first felt its grip. A creature came through here, the most nastiest of sort. Seemed he wanted to consume this place, as if one creature could do such a thing. Well, when it came time for him to consume me, I turned out to be a bit more than he could absorb all at once. Left him vulnerable. I thought this blight was a recent development. It was! For months I lay on the forest floor, much as you see me now, but after that accursed creature left this place, the forest began to rejuvenate, as it always has. And with that, the withering in my limbs reversed its course and my bark turned anew. It has been healthy for centuries. Several days ago, though, I caught a sudden relapse. Scars that had long since healed reformed in an instant. Took over right where they left off. How can I remove this blight? Remove? Oh, I don't think anyone will be removing it. It's cursed, you see. And it's divinely protected. How do you know that? Some blights are from the land, and some are from the gods. It takes someone who's felt both to know the difference. Well, there's got to be some way to fix it. Doubtful. Very doubtful. Most gods who do this sort of work, Delona and the like, are not keen on exempting anyone from it. Although I suppose, if another god were to take pity on the forest, you might have something there. What slavering windbag of a deity do I need to pander to? Well, how can I make that happen? If anyone would be sympathetic, it would be Shantae. She used to run wild through these lands in the beginning, before the Ashenwood ever took shape. She might listen. It would take a strong petition, though. You would need to anoint yourself with a special mixture, one that stresses the dire need of the forest. What do I need? Ordinarily, it would consist of acorns, leaves, and pure sacred water. but you will need to make a stronger case for Shantae to undo the work of another god. If you were to instead mix 2 tainted items from the forest with the water, I should think that you would have her attention. Alright, what would I need to do once I get those things? Well, we already know. Where do I find them? Fortunately, I think Miley's would suffice as one of the tainted ingredients. Just about the only thing they're good for these days. I will provide you with some when you set out. You would be sure to find sacred water, done, handled. There is a hollowed trunk there that used to belong to one of the eldest trees in the forest, and the water collects is quite pure. I am not sure where you would find another corrupted ingredient. I have heard there's a horrific blaze raging to the south of here. That must be a place to start. Alright. Be right back. Here, take a few of my leaves. They will serve as the first ingredient for you. Second, you mean? We've got the water. Good luck, little one. Well, unfortunately for him, it's going to have to wait until next time, because it is that time of night for us to wrap it up, find ourselves a raid, and get out of here. Whoosh. I still can't believe that this Christmas story game exists. It's such a weird choice to make a game out of.